Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2,
Homes
3.
and Remodeling. Scott's Welding. Unruh Brothers Waste. S&J Trucking.
They'll tell me here in
and
just
the
a second,
Great Bend
Dustin.
Booster Club. Now here's the voice of the Panthers, Patrick Burnett.
After being quarantined for 14 days, tonight the Great Bend Panthers aim for their first win of the season during the regular season finale on the road against Garden City. Good evening alongside Jason Perry. This is Great Bend football. A tough year for the Panthers got even tougher after their last game. A disappointing loss to Liberal 2 weeks ago, and then getting quarantined for 14 days is not what Coach Aaron Beck's team needed. Only 2 practices and this morning's walkthrough are what the Panthers have gotten to get ready for tonight's matchup. The Panthers are trying to avoid their first winless season since 1996, and oddly enough, with a win, can avoid playing the top 2 seeds next week in the 4A playoffs. So there is a lot riding on tonight. As for Garden City, they have underachieved again under Brian Hill. The Buffaloes are just 2-5 overall and 1-2 in WAC play. The Buffs beat rival Dodge City in the annual Hatchet game back in Week 3 for their only league win of the year, and last week easily beat Ulysses 38-8 coming into tonight. In this series, Great Bend has won 4 out of the last 5 times they've played in Garden City, including 2 in a row out here. Overall, the Panthers have won 3 in a row against the Buffs coming into tonight. It seems the deck is stacked against the Panthers tonight, but maybe a place that's been really good to Great Bend in recent years can conjure up their first win of the season. I'll take you on a trip around tonight's league action when we come back. This is Great Bend Panther football, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
If you can't move very well, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you can't function at your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. B at Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by 1309 Williams in Great Bend. Bugles Night Chiropractic. People who care.
You work hard, and you deserve a bank that does the same. Community Bank of the Midwest gets it. They're not just a place that you keep your hard-earned money. They're a trusted partner that helps you with local decisions on loans and investments. Community Bank of the Midwest, member FDIC.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2,
go.
dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Nextech Wireless, the best coverage, latest technology provider that's right here in your own backyard. Get the sweet new iPhone and unlimited data for under $30 a month. It's time for something different. Nextech Wireless. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they'd like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
It is getting tougher and tougher to find a local mechanic to work on cars and trucks. Well, here's some good news. Eller Automotive Repair is your local source for oil changes.
I can't hear you at all, Landon.
Alignments. Eller Automotive Repair is located behind Great Bend Appliance.
There you go.
Did you find any cables that would work?
Is there still a hum?
Committed to supporting the communities we serve.
Yes, there's still a hum.
Is it loud enough that it's going to does it drown me out, or is it airable?
It's airable, but it's rough.
Okay, well, I can't do anything about it because this cable is the cable that goes to the live stream. So this one's out of my hands.
Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders wish all area schools the very best.
The official home of Panther football, B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to Garden City. More pregame coverage. Let's take you around action across the Western Athletic Conference for you here on this final week of the regular season, as it is already sewed up for the Hayes High Indians as they win WAC this year 4-0. They're 5-1 overall. Dodge and Liberal tied for second place at 2-2 records. Garden City is in fourth at 1-2. Panthers in the cellar right now at 0-3, but a win would make them 1-3. Garden City at 1-3. The Panthers would move, right in front of Garden City if they can pull off the win tonight. Now, other action, you've got Dodge City, who host Ulysses tonight. The Hayes High Indians, they've had a tough stretch in the schedule. They lost last week to May South 21-20. Tonight, they get juggernaut Capon Mount Carmel. So we'll see what the Hayes High Indians do tonight as they host Capon. Liberal is off tonight. Actually, they canceled their ball game last week, and they canceled their ball game this week. They canceled against Capon last week. They were supposed to be open on the schedule this week and did not fill it. We've got McPherson hosting Augusta. If the Panthers do not pick up a dub tonight, they will probably head on the road to McPherson a week from tonight to open up the 4A playoffs. Goddard Eisenhower, a team that we were supposed to play last week, is hosting Valley Center. Because the Panthers didn't play Ike, Dodge City was idle. Ike went out to Dodge City and beat the Red Demons a week ago, 37-30. And a team we saw early on in the season, and we looked like they were a juggernaut, May South, they will be on the road at Derby tonight. May South has kind of had a tough go of some things. They lost to Hutchinson in week 3, 34-33, and they just beat Hayes by 1 point a week ago. So the May South Mavericks, after coming out of the gates really strong against the Panthers, have kind of stumbled a little bit down the stretch. So that takes you around the league. This is the only and last league game of the year. Again, Hayes wins the WAC crown at 4-0, and Dodge Liberal both at 2-2. And if the Panthers can beat Garden City, they will climb out of 5th spot into 4th to finish off the season in league play. When we come back, Jason Perry puts on his headsets, and we'll talk about the Buffaloes. More pregame coverage coming up. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
The Great Bend Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day. Great Bend Co-op Association.
This Great Bend High School Panther Sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers a full line of insurance products and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today in Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
51% of the student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
Since 1972, Venture Corporation has provided a fair price and quality parking lot maintenance, dirt work, demolition, and stabilization. They're committed to the community and their employees. Venture, South Highway 281, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt or rock for landscaping or a driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Washington Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned company which has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1979. They're generation strong and proud supporters of Great Bend Panther sports. Good luck, Panthers.
Hi, this is Jan, and I'm excited to tell you that we at Janitorial Solutions by Magnadry can help. Now your local supplier for trash bags, cleaning chemical, disinfectants, hand sanitizer, dispensers. We deliver Janitorial Solutions by Magnadry.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043 The Point.
Welcome back to Garden City. More pregame coverage for you of the Buffaloes and the Panthers on a very chilly Friday night. Jason Perry now straps on his headgear as we get ready to dissect the Buffaloes. I mentioned in the pregame, it's easy, Jason, when you're 0-5 to look at another team and call them disappointing, but it seems like, again, Brian Hill has speed. He's got size. He's got everything, and somehow these Buffaloes stumble out and find themselves at 2-5 overall.
Well, it's always hard for him to put together a dominant performance, especially when we come to town or they come to our place. So you always got a chance against Garden City for whatever reason. Sometimes you just need to give Coach Hill a little bit more rope, some hope, some false confidence, and then just play the game and get after it. As you said, we've been very successful here since they built the new field. I distinctly remember not that long ago, a team led by senior quarterback Bryce Beck, tailback Jonathan Allende came in here. They were supposed to just get trounced. They held on. They forced a field goal on the first possession. Garden City never recovered those points. Great Bend played solid football the rest of the way, got the touchdowns they needed to, and got out of here with the win and really kind of dominated the Buffaloes in a low-scoring affair. And that would be just fine with us tonight, keep the score down and give Great Bend a chance.
Yeah, Jason, it really would. And you know, this team needs a win. And a win would go a long, long way. And we'll talk more about the Panthers when we get to the Panther pregame show. But as we're focusing here on Garden City, they're coming off their most dominant performance of the season as they threw up 38 points a week ago against Ulysses. Usually is a pretty solid program. And when you take a look at that win, it kind of makes you raise an eyebrow and go, interesting.
Yeah, and Ulysses has always had some solid athletes there and not an easy game by any means. But Garden City, they bring speed, they bring experience, and they bring size. And all three of those things could spell trouble for Great Bend. They got some big linemen out there tonight, starting out with the defensive side, 290, defensive end, 290 D tackle, 260 D tackle, and then they go 240 on the other side. So some big boys up front that we're going to have to deal with. But the Great Bend offensive line, they've seen that a lot this year. They've been kind of undersized. Got to be quick, got to get out there. Expect Garden City to come out in their four-man front and trying to stuff a Great Bend run game while trying to stifle the pass as well or force Great Bend to pass the football. Offensively, don't forget, Garden City is the team. They don't really bark out a snap count. They like that silent count. Most of the time they're not down in three-point stance. Get back to get that timing with the quarterback in the center. And sometimes they'd like to go a little hurry up. We'll see tonight how that transpires for the Buffaloes. But expect them to run the ball. And if Great Bend can stop them, good. Make them do something else. Cold night tonight. Garden City likes to run the football, likes to run between the tackles. Might even have some little counter, some inside run there. And we got to see a little bit of option in pregame. Maybe not the night that they want to run option. Cold, windy. Might be the night that ball hits the turf. Great Bend, as we said a couple weeks ago, they need a break somewhere. Maybe Great Bend can force that if they can force them into the option on the outside.
And this team has the propensity to turn the football over. They've fumbled it 17 times, have the Buffaloes. They've lost 13 of them. When you add in the interceptions, they've turned it over a total of 21 times this year. Maybe Jeff Lutt's defense can pick up one or two of those tonight. It's the home team, Garden City, and the Panthers on the road. That's going to wrap up our pregame segment that we call the Panther Send-Off Show. When we come back, we will visit with head coach Aaron Beck during the Venture Corporation pregame show. It's coming up. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Kickoff is just 15 minutes away. Jason Perry will deliver the keys to the game. But first, Patrick Burnett visits with head Panther coach Aaron Beck. Next on Panther Football.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Get in the game with a new truck. Marmy Auto Group is a game changer in central and western Kansas. See our entire roster of trucks online at marmies.net. For work or play, win with the Marmy team for the best deals on trucks. Marmies, make it happen.
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. It has been a challenging year, and S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at schraderhomes.com and say wow. Proud sponsor of Panther Sports sports.
It's time for the Venture Corporation Pregame Show. Patrick Burnett visits with Panther head coach Aaron Beck right after this from Venture Corporation.
If you can drive a truck, Venture Corporation needs you. Class A and B CDL drivers are needed now to help complete paving projects this season. Wages based on experience. Venture offers a 401k plan, Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance, and more. They are a homegrown company with over 45 years of experience in asphalt paving and construction. Call Dina at 620-792-5921. Apply online or stop by Venture Corporation, 214 South Highway 281, Great Bend. They are an equal opportunity employer.
Great Bend Panther Sports on B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to more pregame coverage of Panther football. It is time now for the Venture Corporation pregame show. Patrick Burnett with head coach Aaron Beck. As it seems like it's been forever since the Panthers have played. Yes, it actually has been 2 weeks since your last football game, Aaron. You would like to say that you've had 2 weeks to prep and prepare for the Buffaloes, but this 2 weeks has been unlike any other 2 weeks I think you've ever had to deal with as a coach, right?
Yeah, it's been a pretty weird season, and this last 2 weeks, like you said, has felt a whole lot different. You know, like you always want those opportunities to not only practice but to gain those game experiences. And when stuff is kind of taken away from you, it's tough to swallow sometimes. But I tell you what, these kids are hungry and excited to have the opportunity tonight to play again.
I know that you haven't had that time to practice, but you had Wednesday, you had Thursday, and then this morning. That's only 3 days to get a whole lot of game prep ready to go. And I know the kids have worked hard, but how has through this morning been as far as preparation?
It's been a little bit more challenging, but I think our kids have understand the circumstance we're in and have learned not to take anything for granted and going to do everything they can to get themselves ready to go for tonight's action versus Garden City. And not having school this morning was nice to be able to steal an extra one here to get your full 3 true practices in before a game. But there was definitely a little bit of rust that needed knocked off throughout the week, and may see some of that tonight. But I know these kids have battled a lot of adversity throughout the year, so hopefully we can rise to the challenge.
When we come back with Coach, we'll talk about tonight's opponent, the Garden City Buffaloes.
If you can drive a truck, Venture Corporation needs you. Class A and B CDL drivers are needed now to help complete paving projects this season. Wages based on experience. Venture offers a 401k plan, Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance, and more. They are a homegrown company with over 45 years of experience in asphalt paving and construction. Call Dina at 620-792-5921. Apply online or stop by Venture Corporation, 214 South Highway 281, Great Bend. They are an equal opportunity employer.
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
All right, Coach, it is the final game of the regular season, the last league game as well as you make the trip to Garden City. They're 2-5 overall on the year, 1-2, coming off their best win of the year against Ulysses. Again, this is a team, it's got some talent, it's got some really big dudes, but they just haven't seen a ton of success so far this season.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a typical Garden City team that we've been accustomed to the last several years. Like you said, very big up front. They have some young skill in a lot of different spots, but from quarterbacks to wide receivers. They return a running back that we've seen the last couple of years. So they've got some familiar faces up front and in the backfield, sprinkled in with some good young stars that are coming up in their program. So Garden City has always been a team that when the ball gets rolling, they're pretty good because they're big, they're tall, fairly fast on the outside. So it's going to be a typical late season Garden City Great Bend matchup here tonight out there at Garden City High School.
Aaron, a lot of things for your club to play for. You have the possibility of getting that first win of the year. That's huge. The ability to possibly move up in sub-state seeding is absolutely massive. So there's a lot riding on this game for you in a Week 8 matchup.
Yeah, it's kind of felt like that the last couple weeks, and this one is no truer. The opportunity to move away from a couple of those top seeds in the 4A West would be huge for us. And not only just to get our first win of the year would be very deserving of this team and all the work they've put in. So hopefully our kids don't press tonight. That's got to be the key. Just take it in stride and enjoy the moment and play to your abilities and play with some confidence that I feel like we need. And we're going to be okay. So looking forward to the opportunity.
All right, Aaron, a lot, of course, against your team, being quarantined for 14 days, not getting to practice, having the stress of getting your first W. You put all of that aside. What's it take for these guys to focus, to make the trip, and get the job done tonight?
Just not play outside themselves too much. Just control what they can control. I mean, I know it's pretty cliche, but it needs to hold very true tonight. And an opportunity to play. Don't think that you got to do too much, and just focus on your job and the task at hand, and let's go get a win tonight.
All right, Aaron, good luck. And, man, let's go get one tonight.
All right, thanks, Patrick.
Comments of head coach Aaron Beck. When we come back, Jason Perry joins us for more of the Panther pregame and the Marmy Auto Group keys to the ball game. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
You've been listening to the Venture Corporation Pregame Show. Coverage continues with the Marmy Auto Group keys to the game next on B1043 The Point.
Same-day service. 3 words that might make you change where you get your oil changed. Scott's Tank and Trailer, a division of Scott's Welding, is now offering the best price in town on light-duty mechanic work. Look for the Scott's Welding signs just west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Sutherland's staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther Sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Premer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend.
Hey, Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043 The Point.
Welcome back. Time now for the Marmy Auto Group keys to the ball game, the official transportation providers of Eagle Radio Sports. Tonight, a 2020 Buick Encore powered us out here to Garden City. Jason, quickly, your Marmy Auto Group keys to the ball game.
Oh, I don't need a lot of time for this one tonight, Patrick. You know, Great Bend comes in rather healthy. They've had some games off. Last week was off. Not what you want to see with the inexperienced team, but use that health to your advantage tonight. Just simply offensively, they need to block. They need to have the best blocking game they've had all year long, and they stand a chance. And defensively, it seems simple, but don't miss tackles. Just go out there, tackle, have fun. You're on the road. A lot of success here. This team needs to find it, start it early. They need a break, as you and I talked about a couple weeks ago. I think they find that here tonight in Garden City. You know, we were here a couple years ago. The turf was very shiny because it was new. Tonight, shiny. Might be a little frost out there tonight. Windy.
This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcaro, Watkins Calcaro Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther sports is B1043 The Point, KVGB Great Bend. Go Panthers!
The official home of Panther football, B1043 The Point.
Welcome back to coverage of Panther football as the officials wax off the final 2 minutes of clock and shorten up our pregame. And tonight's opening kick is brought to you by Barton College, where they're celebrating their 50th year providing educational opportunities for Central Kansas and beyond. That was last year, so it's 50 plus 1. It's 51 years now. The Buffaloes have the football to kick off. They will kick it right to left. That is towards the south. It is a very high, very short kick on the far side. Panthers get it at the 20, outside 25. A little stutter step and then ran out of bounds over there on the far sideline. That was Braylon Council out of bounds for the Panthers. Great Bend coming out here looking for their first win of the season. No head coach Aaron Beck. You may have heard him in the pregame. We did that this morning via phone. He has been ill and has been sick, decided not to make the trip out here tonight, so no head coach for the Panthers. We'll see how the offense runs tonight, as Coach Beck usually a very, very influential part of the play calling. So that'll fall on Coach Carlson and also Coach Clausen. Out of the gun, Joseph Mader throws a skip pass on the near side. I was kind of wondering if that was going to be one of those trick plays that they were trying to skip it over there to Paco Hernandez. The officials whistle it dead immediately for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, we didn't. Never quite sure what Great Bend's going to do. Ran a lot of trick plays this year. That one an inadvertent slip of the little hand there by Mader. Come back out, split backs to the left and right of Mader. Twins open set.
Mader, a little play action. Now he's going to slip it into the belly of Haberman. Tries to come to the near side. There are 3 Buffaloes led by Cooper Ramsey, one of the outside linebackers, as he filled the hole really well for no gain on the play to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the near hash, 29-yard line.
Big 3rd down here for Great Bend. See if they can convert here on a 3rd and 10 situation. In the last run, Haberman got out of the gate good, looked like going to the right side, but the safety, Christian Reyes, ran the alley very well to stop him.
Panthers come out, Twins to the left, 1 receiver to the near side. Play action. Mader rolls the pocket to the far side, still on the run. Now he tries to dump it. He does, into the hands of brother Matthew Mader. He's swallowed up immediately. Matthew maybe gained a yard on the far side of the field where he's tackled to bring up 4th down and 8.
Well, rolling out to the left side of the Garden City sideline. Looked like he was eyeballing downfield just a little bit, had him covered. Steph Spray came open late, found the underneath route, the check down route to his brother. Not much gain there. Great Bend's punt team comes onto the field.
Paco Hernandez stands at his 21. Good snap. The left-footed punter gets it, and he kicks it away from Reyes, the returner, and then it's going to be downed on a hop at about the 39-yard line. That was Lakin Webb who downed it for the Panther defense, as Jeff Lutt will send the defense out onto the field. Caleb Weesey, the starting quarterback for Garden City. They've got their brown uniforms, silver pants, white numerals, white headgear. Panthers in all white except for black headgear. 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes from their own 39. Weesey under center. It's going to be a toss to Janis, the running back on the far side, has the corner turn 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and Paco Hernandez saves the touchdown out of bounds on the Garden City sideline. That was just a simple stretch play, toss to the outside. Buffs with a big gainer.
Yeah, nothing's easy tonight. Still a stiff breeze blowing here at Garden City. Get to the outside, the tight end side, the strength of their formation. They run it to their sideline, pick up the easy 1st down, go from their 39 to the Great Bend 39 in 1 snap.
1st down and 10 now for the Buffaloes. 10:25 to go in the quarter. We see under center. They've got 2 backs in the backfield, Kleistuber, the fullback, and Janis, the tailback. They bring a man in motion to the near side, slip it to Janis. 3 Panthers there. An excellent job right there by the Panthers, as that was Summers swallowing him up right at the line of scrimmage. Greg, the 5'8", 240-pound senior, with his 16th tackle. That one a tackle for loss of 2 on the play.
Little late shift in the backfield, little motion from the right side, and just try to slip it in. Catch Great Bend looking deep. That is not where you're going to find Summers' eyes, as he was hungry to get out there and make a tackle. After having a week off, nice play there by Summers.
Twins to the right, 1 receiver to the left. We see under center. He awaits the snap, turns, fakes the give, rolls the pocket to the right, now runs right into the Panther defense. There were about 3 of them that were trailing the play. Gruber coming off the bottom of the pile for the Panthers. That's going to be another tackle for a loss of 2 on the play to bring up 3rd down and long.
It appeared they were going to roll out, looked like maybe pass. They had receivers to that side. You're kind of thinking, really? And design quarterback run the whole way. Great Bend knew it. 3 guys got in there to make the stop. We could at least call Gruber's number in there on that big play for the defense.
Call it 3rd and 14 from the Great Bend 43. We see under center. He rolls the pocket to the near side, still on the roll, fires it. It is incomplete. and it was almost picked off by Noah Yerke. Coach said, watch out. We're going to stick the 5'7", 130-pound sophomore out there tonight and see what he does. And he has a pass breakup on that big third down play.
Hey, Garden City's a big team. They like to run the football. They've got a talented backfield. If you can force them to passing situations, you've done your job. That time got to break the pass up on the Great Bend sideline, force Garden City to punt.
Ryan Hyman is the punter. Good snap back to him. Very high, very deep. Paco Hernandez asks for a fair catch inside his 10. You usually don't want to do that. And Paco went ahead and hauled it in right at the, well, that would be the, where soccer, the line is on the field, which is the 8-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers with their backs up against their own goal. We are scoreless, though. 9 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Well, we've already seen Garden City's content to just sit a little bit and read, but you got Great Bend backed up here. Might have a little pressure here by the Buffaloes, trying to back Great Bend up here on first down.
Great Bend will send one receiver to the far side, Twins to the near, two backs in the backfield. Joseph Mader, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the give, wants to throw it deep for Paco Hernandez, climbs the ladder, and he brought it in at about the 39-yard line. He split two defenders. He was between Reyes, the corner, and Hyman, the safety, and hauled it in at the 29 for a Panther first down.
Yeah, designed pass the whole way. Garden City sitting and reading. Tried to get there. Looked like Paco had a little bit of an adventure. He had his back to us, went up and made a great play in front of the defender. Great Bend's moving the ball now on their 29-yard line and right in front of the Great Bend bench.
That was a gain of 21 on the play on first down. Now, Mader under center, a handoff left side. That is Haberman. He runs into big Trey Newsom, their massive defensive tackle. He's 6'4", 290 pounds. He wraps up Haberman after a nice game, though, on first down to bring up second down and 4.
Yeah, you worry about timing. In any sport, you don't want to take a layoff. And I was worried about football being the one sport you would not want to do that. But good timing there by Mader with the running back Haberman. I thought actually Joseph kept the ball. So Great Bend looking in sync here as they come out and trip stack to the Great Bend side, split receiver out far. That Spray by himself.
It was a gain of 4, I beg your pardon, at 2nd and 6. Panthers pass was tipped, but Lakin Webb hauls it in just across the sticks at the 39-yard line for a gain of 6. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, but hey, it worked, and it's a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, receiver stacked up. The top receiver, he goes deep. Webb cuts it short in the middle, and then you had the little key route or spot to the outside. Mader had his choice. Looked like he was going to the middle the whole way. That's where Webb opened up at easy first down for the Panthers.
Panthers on the move, back-to-back first downs. 7.5 minutes to go. Quarter one, we're scoreless in Garden. 1st and 10, Great Bend at their own 39. Twin receivers to the left, Twins to the right. Haberman stands to the left of Joseph Mader. Fake the give, quarterback run to Mader left. Dodge had it scoped out really well. Alonzo Marquez, the middle linebacker, kind of shoots through there to lead the charge. Stops Joseph before he could get the motor turning, no gain to bring up 2nd and 10.
They're going to give him maybe half a football now as the side official lines him back up off of his heel. Again, Garden City just sitting and reading, filled very quickly. No running room there for Mader up the inside off of our left guard. Tonight that is Brock Reed, number 52, senior.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side is Spray. 2nd and a long 9. Throw the spot pass and a screen to Paco Hernandez on the Great Bend sideline. Needed a block, didn't quite get it, but created some yardage after the catch to the 44, a gain of 5. Brings up a manageable 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, we'll take 3rd and short all night long. Paco caught the ball in the little spot pass. Lateral went inside, no running room, bounced to the outside, made a good dive at the end to pick up an extra yard. Great Bend's in business at their own 45-yard line on their hash.
Panthers with their 2nd 3rd down attempt here in the quarter. 6:08 to play, we're scoreless. This is 3rd and 5 from the Great Bend 45 on the near hash. And it looks like the Buffs jumped and they got him. Joseph Mader was able to get Soriano, a junior defensive end, to jump into the neutral zone. It should be a cheap 5 and a first down.
Yeah, excellent job by Great Bend. Keep the drive alive, move the sticks. Right at midfield. And they're going to go ahead and move those chains.
3rd first down of the drive. And this drive started at the Great Bend 8-yard line. Now they're at the 50. Ball in the near hash, Spray and Webb to the left. You've got Beaker and Hernandez on the near side. Haberman stands to the left of Joseph Mater. He sprints out of motion. Mater looks for Haberman, throws to Haberman. Oh, and it was almost a pick six. Haberman looked at, or it was Mater who looked at him the whole way through. And, man, the Buffaloes dropped what would have been an easy pick six. Instead, it's a harmless, incomplete pass.
Yeah, I still think anything adverse weather-wise that goes to Great Bend's benefit. And tonight you get to see that might just have something to do with the cold weather that the defender who jumped that route, number 9, could not hang on to the football. Great Bend gets to just shake that one off. It's just an incomplete pass, come back, second down, make something happen now at midfield here on the 50.
Panthers come back with Twins left, Twins right, 2nd and 10 from the 50. 5:37 to go first quarter. Joseph Mater takes the quarterback snap, trying to pick a hole left, follows Haberman. He kind of used him as a lead blocker. Short gain on the play across the 50 to the Buffalo 49 to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, picked up a yard, got the clock moving now at the 5:20 mark. Great Bend's second drive of the night. First one was 3 and out, resulted in a punt. They're right in the middle of the field where the G and the C combine on Garden City's 49-yard line, looking to pick up 9 yards here, keep the drive alive.
Great Bend is marching towards the north here in Garden City. Out of the gun on 3rd and 9, play action. Mater rolls to the right, throws to the right, lofts it high and deep and well out of bounds. Pass was caught by Lakin Webb, but he was a good 5 yards out of bounds. That will bring up a punting situation on 4th down and 9. Well, let's just see here.
Yeah, or will it?
I was going to say, Coach Clausen on the sideline, he and Coach Carlson calling the offensive plays. Will they roll the dice here? We'll see.
Line up for it. There's always the option to have the fake out of the punt as well, punt formation. Garden City not sent any linebackers blitzing yet. The front four, they're relying on them. That time they got pressure on Mater. They've done it a couple times tonight. Looks like Great Bend's going to come out the offense on the field.
4:56 to go, first quarter. Panthers are going to go for it. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Joseph Mater empties out the backfield, and now a timeout will be called. Panthers just wanted to see what Garden City was going to do. I like it. They take the timeout. We'll do it as well. This is Panther football, powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
The Auto Body Repair Shop is proud to support the young people of the community. All the best to the athletes, coaches, and fans. We would also like to thank all of our past customers. And if an accident does become part of your life, remember the Auto Body Repair Shop can help.
Let your GPA pay the way with the Barton-bound scholarship at Barton Community College. Kansas high school students graduating with a 3.6 GPA or higher or an ACT score of 26 or better qualify for a books and tuition scholarship for the fall semester of 2021. Find out at gpa.bartoncccc.edu.
If you can't move very well, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you can't function at your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. B at Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by 1309 Williams in Great Bend. Bugles Night Chiropractic. People who care.
You work hard, and you deserve a bank that does the same. Community Bank of the Midwest gets it. They're not just a place that you keep your hard-earned money. They're a trusted partner that helps you with local decisions on loans and investments. Community Bank of the Midwest, member FDIC.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B104.3 The Point.
Out of the timeout, Paco Hernandez with a great punt away from Reyes, the returner. Panthers get a nice bounce all the way back to the Garden City 22-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10. So the Panther offense got a couple first downs, actually 3 of them on that drive, and now they've got field position, Jason, and we'll see what the defense does.
Yeah, Garden City was yelling, get away from the short punt, but Paco going into the wind, got the football to turn over, and got a little bit of a roll, and now Garden City false starts.
So that'll be the second flag thrown here against the Buffaloes in the opening quarter. The snap was from the 21, so that should take them back to the 16, where it'll be 1st and 15 now for Garden City. Well, Jason, you said you would take that spot in the press box only if the game was played on your end of the field. I'm sorry. We're at 4:44 now to go here in the quarter, and we're towards the north end zone now. Garden comes out with twin receivers to the right, one on the near side. They've got the H-back on the near side, Janice the tailback. They're going to run counter. Janice, he gets tackled from behind. He runs right into Summers, was the man he ran into, but got rolled up from behind. That'll be a gain of about 4 for Janice.
Yes. Summers was in there. Neiman, defensive end, senior. 6'1", 196 in there as well. 23 tackles on the season, so he gets another piece of one. Great Bend, nice stop right there. Second, and about 12 for the Buffaloes.
Out of the I formation now, we see fakes, runs to the near side, is going to loft it deep. Panthers are burnt wide open as Jerry Artiega wave goodbye. It is going to go in the books as an 81-yard touchdown pass. Boy, the Panthers secondary got just sliced and diced that time. I don't know if it was a busted assignment or somebody fell, but Artiega was wide open, and he had an easy 81-yard TD.
Well, Hernandez tried to get back there, got his hand up, thought maybe he'd be able to knock the ball down, but just could not reach it. The offensive receiver is about 7 yards past Paco at that point. Reeled it in. Nobody could really stop him at that point, so it's going to take Garden City 31 seconds on 3 plays, which included the penalty, to go 81 yards on that touchdown pass to Artiega.
That is only Weesey's 4th touchdown of the season. PAT is on the way and good. And with 4:11 to go in the quarter, Garden City now leads Great Bend 7-0. This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
How many plays?
Nextech Wireless, the best coverage, latest technology provider that's right here in your own backyard. Get the sweet new iPhone and unlimited data for under $30 a month. It's time for something different. Nextech Wireless. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
It is getting tougher and tougher to find a local mechanic to work on cars and trucks. Well, here's some good news. Eller Automotive Repair is your local source for oil changes, brake work, tires, alignments. Eller Automotive Repair is located behind Great Bend Appliance, Furniture, and Sleep Stores at 915 Morton.
Great Bend Panther Sports on B1043, The Point.
Garden City kickoff after the touchdown is fielded cleanly far side at the 10, now 15, 20, and is going to get dropped at about the 21-yard line as Council, the returner for Great Bend. A couple of Great Bend coaches up here in the booth with us saying that the Panthers secondary that time got sucked in by the run, and Jason, you saw it on the first play. Yeah. They were going to call that on the first play before the false start.
Yeah, they were looking at to the outside. That was number 8, Ramsey. It just looked like he was ready to get shot out of a cannon, like a track athlete in the starting blocks, and he was the one that was moving a little bit quick. They checked that off and went to Artiega, number 10. That was the second route over the middle. But Great Bend's got to find a way to put some points back on the board. Nice little return there by Council. Great Bend's just outside the 20 at the 22-yard line.
Mater lines up as a traditional tight end on the near side. Panthers gave it up the gut to Haberman. You've got Cody Miller, the freshman, that's in on this series as well. The give to Haberman nets maybe a yard up the gut to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a little quick hitter up the left side, trying to sneak it into the fullback. Garden City doing a good job up the front on that side for Garden City. That looked like that was big number 50, Sal Perez. He's a junior at 265.9, comes into tonight with 39 tackles. He's going to add one onto that, so he'll have 40. As Great Bend breaks the huddle right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 9 for the Panthers from their own 23. 2 backs in the backfield. Here's Joseph Mater under center. It's again the give up the belly to Haberman. This time he finds a little bit more room. Forward progress to the 25, a gain of a couple. This will bring up 3rd down and 7 for Great Bend from their own 25-yard line.
Not a lot of pressure by the Buffaloes. That front 4 is getting the job done. They're all kind of sitting and reading, anticipating the run up the middle. That time they guessed right again. Great Bend taking a long time to get the play that they want in at the 2:54 mark and counting. Great Bend needs a big 3rd and 7 play right here.
Great Bend needs to get to their own 32 on this first down. Panthers are 1 of 3 so far in 3rd down conversions. Twins to the left, tight end right. Backs will flank either side of Mater. Takes the snap. They come with a corner blitz, and it's intercepted. Reyes has it. Gandhi. He's going to house it. It's a 25-yard pick six. Man, Joseph Mater flirted with one on the previous drive. That one, again, placed it right into the belly of Christian Reyes, and it's a defensive touchdown for the Buffaloes.
Well, not what the doctor ordered, but Great Bend's got to take chances. Garden City anticipating the pass, guessed right to the outside, jumped the route. They went to the wide side of the field. Bobbled it, kind of like the first almost interception was, but able to corral that in up the right side, pick up the easy touchdown score for the Buffaloes, who stand with a 13-0 lead right now on the Panthers.
Point after touchdown, low snap, the holder picks it up, and the kick is good. But with 2:30 to go, Garden City now leads 14-0 in the first quarter. It's Panther Sports powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
You're familiar with the phrase, beef. It's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced right here in our local community. Innovative livestock services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders wish all area schools the very best.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
The Great Bend Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day. Great Bend Co-op Association.
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
Welcome back to action on the Buffalo kickoff. Council takes it from the 15, had some running room up the far Buffalo sideline. He was ran out of bounds at about the 34, so a nice return. But this is where Great Bend can ill afford to be, is behind in points. A team that struggles to score is now down 14-0 with 2:24 to go here in this first quarter on the road.
And Great Bend still going towards the north end zone into the wind. About 10 miles an hour now tonight, but still you have to deal with that factor. It's going to be on the Garden City's hash at the 34-yard line.
Panthers taking a long time with the huddle here on the near side. Play clock's already down to 13. Now they break the huddle, and we'll get to the line of scrimmage. We will see one receiver, now two receivers split to the far side. Play clock is at 3, 2, 1. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Haberman, trying to pick a hole left side, and he runs right into Joel Bellows, the #1 leading tackler for the Buffaloes coming into tonight. He had 85. He'll add to that right there on a loss of a couple. Haberman trying to get loose on the outside, loses 2.
Again, good timing by Mater and Haberman at the mesh point. Mater's got the angle on the boot to the backside. Hard for me to see, at least. It's so good what they are doing out there. Garden City not having any trouble, especially on their sideline. Big stick there by the Buffaloes defense.
2:14 left in the quarter. Panthers trail 14-0. Out of the gun, Joseph Mater, play action. He's in trouble, now tries to scramble. Cuts it up, gets spun into the arms of Bellows, and then ran down from behind by Saul Perez at about the 39-yard line for Joseph. Nice scramble on the play and a gain of about 7.
Yeah, hops right back up to lead the team out there. Took a look downfield, didn't like what he saw, pulled it back down, scrambled to the outside, kind of caught the corner on the backside, napping just a bit, had to make a cut around there, so picks up a nice little run. I thought he got further than that, but it's going to be a 3rd and 5. As we now see one Mater check out of the game, and that's going to be...
That's Matthew Mater.
Mater out, but I think that's Beaker that came in.
Yep, #8. Beaker's a receiver here on the near side. Twins to this near side, twins to the far. Haberman empties out of the backfield. Joseph Mater is going to wind it up to the near side, and he threw another pick. on the near side. It's picked off by Ryan Hyman. He cuts across to the far side of the field, and then baseball slides down at about the 47-yard line. Back-to-back Mater picks. He threw that one into double coverage on the near side. It came out kind of like a little wounded duck as well, and Ryan Hyman got the position and picked it.
Yeah, Hyman picked it off on the 39-yard line over his shoulder, going back towards the Great Bend end zone, runs it to the middle of the field. Couldn't find any running room. Great Bend had him corralled. He decides to slide right in the middle of the G. He'll be spotted just outside midfield, 47-yard line. Buffalo's offense is back on the field.
Caleb Weesey had tossed to Janis on the far side, trying to get to the corner. He does not, ran out of bounds on the Buffalo sideline, but he was able to get into Great Bend territory. Looks like they're going to mark him out at the 49, a gain of 4.
Yeah, clock stops now at 1:05. Garden City, 2 backs in the backfield, twins the Great Bend side, single receiver to their sideline.
1:05 to go in the quarter. Panthers trail 14-0. Weesey under center. It's going to be counter to the near side, and an excellent job by the Panthers as they had a blitzer shooting back there who's slow to get up, who gets credit for the tackle. That was Brock Reed. He tripped Janis up. Janis still fell forward for a yard.
Yeah, tremendous individual effort there by Brock Reed. Kind of fought through a little bit of a hold. Got pancaked at the end of that play. Hops back up, but gets credit for the play. From the defensive side, going both ways tonight. Started out going both ways for the Panthers. Looks like Garden City has a snap at one more time in the first quarter.
3rd and 7 from the 50 for the Buffaloes, who lead 14-0. 28 seconds to go here in the quarter. Out of the I formation, Weesey under center. Waits the snap. Takes it. 3-step drop, jumps it out of the backfield to Janis on a wheel route, and Janis cannot bring it in. That may have been a cold night, like you said, Jason, as he had it, and he had both defenders beaten on the play. It falls incomplete, and it looks like the Panthers may have forced a punt. If they do, Ryan Hyman will punt with the wind at his back at his own 36.
That's exactly right. They get the wind right here. Ball thrown perfectly out in front, hit him right in the fingertips, just could not corral it. And here comes the punt for the Buffaloes.
Good snap. He gets the punt away. It's going to be well short of Paco Hernandez. He smartly gets away, and it takes a huge Buffalo roll inside the 10, and it looks like they're going to down it at the 5-yard line. So the Panthers still with their backs against the wall, down 14-0. Will have to snap it one time left here in the first quarter.
You know, Garden City getting a lot of breaks here tonight. That time they're the benefit of the bounce on the punt. Not that great of a punt. Get it down there. Great Bend at the 5-yard line. Seems like the whole game's been played on the Garden City side of the field. This is where the ball is spotted as well on their hash. Great Bend trying to get a little breathing room here. Need a little positive yardage on this first down play. Get to the quarter and then reset their offense.
Panthers will snap it from the 5-yard line. Down already 14-0. Joseph Mater will lead his troops to the line of scrimmage. Sends brother Matthew Mater in motion. Handoff to Haberman on the left side. He's tackled in the backfield for a loss of a yard, and that's the end of the first quarter. After the first 12 minutes of play, Garden leads the Panthers 14-0. This is Great Bend Panther football, powered by BTI of Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This Great Bend High School Panthers sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers a full line of insurance products and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today at Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
51% of the student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
Since 1972, Venture Corporation has provided a fair price and quality parking lot maintenance, dirt work, demolition, and stabilization. They're committed to the community and their employees. Venture, South Highway 281, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt or rock for landscaping or a driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to Garden City. Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry with you. We've played 12 minutes. Garden leads the Panthers 14-0. Great Bend with 2 interceptions already thrown in that first quarter, and now have their backs against the wall, 2nd and 10 from their own 5, but the Panthers now do have the wind at their back. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Haberman stands to the right of Mater. It looks like Mater wants Haberman in motion. He does. 3-step drop for Joseph. He will launch it over the top, and wide open was Lake and Webb, but Joseph Mater put too much air under it as Webb had 2 defenders split. It would have been 6, but instead the pass is incomplete and will bring up 3rd and 10.
And Webb at 5'11", looked like a giant out there against cornerback Ryan Hyman at 5'8". Had the step, had the advantage. First throw of the night with the wind in the back, just sailed a little bit far. If you're going to be miss out in front, that's what Mater does. He's going to have to recalculate here. Big 3rd down with their back against the wall.
First play of the second quarter. Panthers need a first down. It's 3rd and 10 from their own 5. Panthers 1 of 5 in that first quarter on 3rd down. Play action. Mater rolling to the right, still rolling to the right, in danger of getting a safety back there, threw it on the run. Pass intended for Webb is short of the intended target on the far side of the field, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Panthers will have to punt.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. That was by the front 4 again. That's those big boys chasing Mater from the backside, so got to do a better job, the offensive line sealing off, giving him just a couple more seconds to find the open receiver. Threw it kind of in no man's land. Lucky though Garden City Buffalo was aware of that. Paco stands in the middle of the end zone trying to get a good punt off for the Panthers.
Good snap. Horrible punt by Paco. Goes out of bounds on the Great Bend sideline at about the 25, 24-yard line. So excellent field position here for the Garden City Buffaloes. Coach Lutz's defense have their backs against the wall here. A very short field already down 14-0. Man, a turnover would be just what the doctor ordered here.
And don't forget, Garden City had 7 turnovers against Liberal a couple weeks ago. 3 weeks ago now. But they're in the driver's seat. Great Bend sideline, 1st and 10 from the 25.
Out of the eye. Janis, a little counter, trying to bounce it to the outside. He makes one man miss, trying to get the corner turn. Does, and is ran out of bounds, though, on the far side. Looked like he should have been stopped back in the backfield, but he did a little whoop and a Houdini move, and he picked up some nice yardage to bring up 2nd down and about 3.
Yeah, he's very talented back there. Good lateral movement, able to elude 1 tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Garden City now split out wide to the right side in the twin set. Pro formation, quarterback under center.
Ball at the 18 now of the Panthers. We see under center. Janis to the right side. He doesn't get a whole lot going that time. Elias Moreno for the Panthers. Hung on him, went for a ride. It's going to be a gain of maybe a yard to the 17 to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, a bit of an influence block there by the center and right guard on their nose guard, Summers. Running back finds a little crease to the right side. 3rd and short now for Garden City at the 17-yard line. This drive did start on the 25.
14-0. Garden trying to tack more on here. We played a minute in the second quarter. It's 3rd down and 2. Kleistuber is the fullback. Janis the tailback in the eye. We see under center. It's going to be a fake quarterback run. Panthers drop him at the 20. They needed a tackle for loss, and the Panthers brought the house. Great job that time by the Panther defense. Brody Tracy, one of the first men there at the 20. Jake Poe gets credit as well to bring up 4th down and 5.
Yeah, he got stopped low, looked like by Tracy. Tried to find maybe just a little bit of a lean to get some positive yardage, and there was Jade Poe to clean it up and stop him cold in his tracks. So it was a 3rd and short. Now it's a 4th and a little bit longer. It's going to be a long 5 yards for Garden City. Panther defense needs another big stop here. Garden City's in tight, so is our defense.
Here is Weesey under center on 4th down and 5. Takes the snap, rolls the pocket to the near side, throws on the run. Janis catches it. He's at the 10, dives for the pylon, and is out of bounds. It is not a touchdown, but it is a 4th down conversion, and they're going to be set up 1st and goal inside the 3-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it's just at the 3 as he dove for the pylon. Looks like he was close to getting it, and then the ball came out, but he stepped out before that. One defensive substitution here for Great Bend. I would expect Garden City to go their heavy package with that big tight end, but they're going to flip the field, put the Twins to the wide side of the field, which is their sideline. Looks like they're going to stay in that pro set.
Gain of 17 yards on the play for Josh Janis from Caleb Weesey. First and goal from the 3 now for the Buffs. It'll be Janis to the left side trying to follow a blocker, and he's not going to make it. He stopped right at the 1 yard line. They pulled Kelvin Rico, the right guard, to the left. Panther defense did a nice job of following him. It was Matt Neiman and Braylon Council on the stop. It's second and goal from the 1.
Yeah, Janis had a shot. He was trying to dance and then cut back, and it was completely cut off by Neiman, who held him up at the goal line and twisted him, did not let him get that forward momentum. Keeps him out of the end zone by a football and a half. Now there's a timeout on the field.
The Garden City Buffaloes take the timeout. We are already into the break, as it will be second and goal from the 1 yard line when we come back. The Buffaloes already leading it 14-0, as Garden City scored on a 81-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Weesey to Jerry Arteaga at the 4:11 minute mark, and then they returned a Joseph Mader interception 31 yards to the house, so they got a defensive score there at the end of the first quarter for this 14-0 lead, and they're trying to tack more on here. They've already converted a 4th down play, but now it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 1. Jason, when your backs are against the wall, you've really got to stack it up, and sometimes you got to sell out.
You do. Just go for it and see if you can't guess right. Garden City hasn't shown a tremendous amount of different formations. That one, they had the fullback offset to the left side. It was not exactly the pros. They broke the huddle. Looks like they're coming back more to the heavy set. 3 in the backfield, quarterback under center.
Yeah, they got 2 fullbacks. Janis is the tailback. Weesey climbs underneath his center. Second and goal from the 1. Takes the handoff. A give to Janis left side, and he is in. For Josh Janis, that'll be his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Buffs now lead at 20-0 with 9:04 to go.
And they simply stacked the line of scrimmage, foot to foot, no gaps between the linemen. Looked like they were lining up to kick a PAT. Quarterback reversed out, handed to Janis, their speedy back in the backfield. He paused a little bit, and then just stuck the football out. Easy touchdown there for the Buffalo running back. That's going to be a drive, Patrick, of 6 plays. 1 yard touchdown run of Janis on a 25-yard drive.
Point after touchdown. We're waiting for it. Low snap. Hyman picks it up, and the kick is up and good. 21-0 Garden, 9:04 to go here in quarter number 1. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Washington Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned company which has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1979. They are generation strong and proud supporters of Great Bend Panthers sports. Good luck, Panthers.
Hi, this is Jan, and I'm excited to tell you that we at Janitorial Solutions by Magna-Dry can help. Now your local supplier for trash bags, cleaning chemical, disinfectants, hand sanitizer, dispensers. We deliver Janitorial Solutions by Magna-Dry.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Get in the game with a new truck. Marmy Auto Group is a game changer in central and western Kansas. See our entire roster of trucks online at marmies.net. For work or play, win with the Marmy team for the best deals on trucks. Marmies, make it happen.
The official home of Panther football, B1043, The Point.
Garden City adds to their lead on a 1 yard plunge from Josh Janis. It's now 21-0 Buffs. 9:04 to go, first half. Panthers set to receive the kick. Oberman on the far side, Council on the near side. Garden kicking into the wind. They'll kick it to the far side. Haberman wisely lets it go out of bounds. He almost picked it up on the short hop. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. So the Panthers will have good field position to start this drive down 3 scores.
And a good Garden City fashion. They like to work with their sideline. So previously he kicked it to Council, who was on their side. Now we don't flip our backs. That goes to Haberman's side. Makes a good decision. Great Bend's going to come out with the ball on the 35-yard line. Had a good drive, the second drive of the night for Great Bend. 11 plays. Ended up in a punt. A couple pick sixes and a bad punt. Great Bend Needs to find some offensive momentum here with 9:04 to go in quarter number 2.
Panthers trying to avoid their first winless season since 1996 when the Panthers were 0-9 under John Vincent, who coached 1 year here at Great Bend High. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Play action pass. Mater's pass is caught by Lake and Webb. Reyes is there to wrap him up. Webb keeps the feet moving and churning and burning, and he's got a first down across the 45. And the 4th first down of the night for Great Bend.
Yeah, Webb, a solid receiver. Good size on him for Great Bend. Just towers some of those corners out there in the secondary for Garden City. This is the second time tonight we've seen the trip stack look. Same routes out of it, same guy hit. That's Webb over the middle, puts it away before the defenders can get there to give any harassment to him. Easy first down for Great Bend.
1st and 10 from their own 45. Mater looks to the near side. It looked like it was tipped.
Yep.
It came out a little wonky, and it was not able to be brought in by Paco Hernandez here on the near side. We had a really good angle of that as the pass was practically coming right at us. Paco couldn't haul it in. It brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, still had a chance to get the football, but it was out in front of him, sailed off. 2nd and 10 for Great Bend on their own 45.
8.5 to go. First half, 21-0 Garden City. 2nd and 10 Panthers from their own 45. Quarterback run for Mater. He starts to the right, cuts back, gets across the 50, and is going to be down at about the Garden City 49-yard line. A gain of 6 on the quarterback run for Joseph Mater.
At the end of the play, you got to see one of the Garden City defensive linemen get shot out of the middle of the pile. That's because 61 right tackle Devin Lamb stayed on his block, gave him an extra shove at the end of that play. Good job there by the offensive line and Mater to pick up some tough yardage right up the middle against the Garden City defense that's been so hard to run against so far in the first quarter and halfway through the second one.
Shot out of there like a railroad tied to your forehead. 7:50 to go in the first half. Here's Joseph Mater. Play action. Throws it short. Webb can't bring it in. It's tipped and picked off. Ryan Hyman catches it on the tip. Oh, my goodness. Man, Panthers cannot catch a break tonight. Off the hands of Webb. Hyman scoops it up. The 3rd interception for Joseph Mater here in the first half.
Well, I had an opportunity right there. Webb went for it. The defender was underneath. Rolled off, the ball fell right to him, had his hands underneath the football. They get credit for the pick, 3rd pick tonight, as you said. It is at midfield, Great Bend sideline. Garden City takes over on their own 44.
Mater had 4 picks all season coming into tonight. He's got 3 here in the first half. 1st and 10. Weesey puts it on the turf and then falls back on top of it. So for the the 18th time now on the season, the Buffaloes put it on the turf, but Great Bend still cannot come up with a lucky bounce back to him. It went right to Weesey for a loss of 2.
Yeah, Ardiego was in motion. Looked like they had something cooking back there with some misdirection. And the last time that was a quarterback run. Not going to find out as that ball bounced right back to the quarterback if they take a loss on the play.
Janis gets the handoff to the left, bounces out of a Matt Neiman tackle across the 50, 45 far side, stumbles out of bounds and has a first down. Again, looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, bounced out of a tackle, went to the far side and has a big first down for the Buffs.
Well, that's the strength and experience of his senior halfback. Good balance, nice lateral movement. Eludes at least part of a tackle there by Neiman, able to find running room to the outside edge. Picks up the first down and more. Garden City now is on the Great Bend 40 on their own side.
That was a gain of 18 yards for Janis. He now has 59. Toss play to the near side. Janis now cuts it back up into the middle of the field. He's going to get tackled by Noah Yerke, who got him by the ankle and wouldn't let him go. It's going to be a gain of 6 to the Panther 34.
Yeah, it could have been a big hit at the end of the play to finish that off, but he's able to duck underneath that. It'll be 2nd and 4 now for Garden City. Had a little wing back in there the last couple of plays. They're taking their time to get the play in from the side.
2nd down and 4 from the 34 here on the near side. Janis stands to the right of Weesey. Now they'll pitch it to Artiega. He is a man that just scored a touchdown last week on a similar play. instead of coming around the defense, he went to the far side where the weak side of the defense was at. He got ran out of bounds. It was enough for a first down and a gain of 9 for Arteaga.
21-point lead. They line up Arteaga on the outside, bringing back in motion, pitching the ball, let the split back in the backfield lead around, and have a little fun up their sideline, picking up the first down.
So it's 1st and 10 now for the Panthers, who trail 21-0, 6:13 to go, first half, 1st and 10. Here under center is Weesey. A give. Janis gaping hold of the left side. He bowls over 2 Panthers and just stumbled out of bounds as he stepped on the far side. I think they're going to actually say he wasn't out of bounds. He had a knee down on the far side. They mark him short, but enough for a first down.
Great Bend checks in. Anthony Paez, number 55, comes in to help beef up the defense here and try to get a stop, keep the Buffaloes out of the end zone. Great Bend's down 21-0 and just needs to find a way to stop Janis.
Now the spot is at the 13 where it's 1st and 10. Kleistuber motions to the left, handoff left to Janis. Now he cuts back to the right across the middle inside the 10. He's going to get tackled at about the 7-yard line. Clock continues to move inside. 6 minutes to go now before intermission. Still 21-0 Buffaloes.
Well, that shows experience right there of Janis waiting for the hole to open up. Little patience there. Hops, skips, and jumps to the outside. Finds the crease that he needs. Goes right ahead, but Great Bend able to stop him for a short gain.
Ball now is at the 6-yard line. Back to Janis. He tries to go back to work. That was Paez and Reed, mainly Reed, in on the tackle. Actually, it's going to be a loss of a couple to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Janis seeing the crease, trying to get through there. Brock Reed, 52, sells out the inside, dives, hits him in the knee, flips him up, ends him right there. No extra momentum on that play. 3rd and short now, 3rd and 5 for Garden City.
Ball's at the 8. Buffs knocking on the door again. They fake it twice. Now try to run it with Weesey, and he got tripped up. And that was Elias Moreno who stopped him in the backfield. You had Paez there as well to bring up 4th down. It was a gain of 1 yard for Weesey.
Looks like the field goal team for Garden City is on the field. Great Bend defense holds for this try.
Isaac Rivera is the kicker. They will spot it at the 14-yard line, which makes this a 24-yard field goal attempt for the Buffaloes. Hyman to hold it. High snap. He brings it down. It looked like the Panthers' Braylon Council almost got there from the corner. He didn't, and the kick is good. So it is a 24-yard field goal for the Buffaloes, who now lead it 24-0 with 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first half. All right, we've got a break in the action. Time to tell you about what's coming up here for Panther Sports, brought to you by Chad Omach Family Dentistry in Great Bend. He's ready to help you with any of your dental health concerns. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. You can check him out at smilegreatbend.com. Not a lot of action still left on the calendar for the Panthers. Cross country runs tomorrow. Man, it's going to be a cold morning out at Lake Barton, where the cross country regional will be ran. That starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Also at home tomorrow is volleyball. They host Sub-State. That doesn't start until 1 o'clock. So take your coveralls out to cross country and then into the warmth of the gym at 1 o'clock for volleyball. Then boys soccer in the 5A1 regional. That'll either be Monday or Tuesday. The brackets were not out earlier today, so good luck to the boys soccer team next week as well. That update brought to you by Dr. Chad Omach Family Dentistry. And a high and short kick. This will be towards Council. Hauls it in at the 22 near side and is spun. The football got spun out of his hands on the near side. He was already well out of bounds. Kleistuber is the man that will get credit for the stop. 4:11 to go here in the first half. Panthers trail at 24-0.
Now Great Bend's going to be working on their own sideline to make something happen here at the 4:11 mark, get something going offensively, a little continuity here. Not much running room tonight at all for Great Bend, having to rely heavily on the pass. Garden City realizing that as well. That's led to 2 interceptions for Mater, a third one on a tip, so he has 3 on the night. Great Bend's looking to make something happen here as they come out. Looks like trip stack formation on the short side of the field, which is their own side.
24-0 Garden City, 4:11 to go here in the half. Panthers still have 2 timeouts. Receiver split to the far side. You got 3 stacked to the near side. Joseph Mater out of the shotgun. Play action. He gets flushed from the pocket. Now throws on the run. Wide open was Haberman at the 40, but the pass was way too high. Mater was under a ton of duress back there. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, he started to roll to the right. His throwing hand size stopped. Felt a little pressure, came back. Had the C open up in front of him. Saw Haberman. Just couldn't dial in the pass to make that connection. Good agility back there by Mater. Nice job checking down, finding another receiver. That's going to be 2nd and 10 now for Great Bend.
Paez not playing left tackle. Here on this drive, he's getting a breather on the near side. Quarterback run, that's Joseph Mater. Started to the right, cut it back to the left. He gets forward progress to about the 34, almost 35. It's going to be a gain of 4 to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, pick up a little bit of yardage, keep the clocks moving. And try to find your next target. I'd really like to see him throw one over short side of the field over here to Spray, who's got a considerable height advantage over 5'8" Ryan Hyman.
So with Paez out, you've got DJ Lamb moving to left tackle and Matthew Johnson, a freshman, in at right tackle on this possession. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. This is quarterback run the whole way. Mater started right, tried to come back left, not a lot doing. He got a yard maybe to the 35. Clock now at 3:10 to go in the half. Panthers trail at 24-0.
Yeah, 3:10, both teams 2 timeouts. Going to let this clock run a little bit is Garden City. And so is Great Bend. As they quickly break the huddle. Looks like they're going to line up and try to go for it.
Panthers line up as if they're going to go for it. 4th and 5 at their own 35. Buffs jumped. Yeah. Did he go into the neutral zone? Yeah, he did. I believe that was Soriano. Again, that's the 2nd time he's done that. You can hear the defensive coordinator for Garden City yelling, "Why are we jumping?" And the reason why you know that's Garden City yelling it, because there's practically nobody here tonight. They are having a limited number of fans in the stands. There's next to nobody on the far side. And Great Bend has about equal the number of fans on the near side.
Everybody knew it was going to happen except their end, and that's just fine with us. Pick up the 1st down, keep that drive alive.
2nd conversion on 3rd down of the night for the Panthers. Here's Joseph Mater, quarterback run, back across the middle. He's got a 1st down into Garden City territory, tackled at the 47-yard line. That was a nice run from Joseph on the cutback. He got a gain of 13.
Yeah, nice play by Mater. Biggest run of the night for the Great Bend Panthers, right up the heart of the Garden City defense. That has just been a stone wall tonight for the running attack of the Panthers. Mater twinkle-toed up the left side, found some running room, cut it up the middle, got to that 2nd level.
Ball is just outside the 47. Clock at 2:13 now to go in the half. 24-0, Garden City. 3 to the right, Spray to the left. Haberman out of motion to the near side. 3-step drop for Joseph Mater, and he was way too far in front of his intended receiver, which was the back, Haberman, out of the backfield. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Stops the clock at the 2:01 mark. Ball's going to stay in the middle of the field. Mater knows just didn't have the finesse on that pass play. Going to do a little shifting of receivers. Trips to the Great Bend sideline. Single receiver. That's going to be Beaker on the Garden City side.
2nd down and 10 now for Great Bend at the Garden City 48-yard line. Joseph Mater out of the shotgun. Awaits the snap. It's low. Quarterback run. Started to the right, back to the middle of the field. And he gets forward progress to about the 45 of the Garden City Buffaloes. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, clock rolling out at 1:45. Great Bend just outside the 45-yard line of the Buffaloes on their side. Same formation, trips open. Single back is Haberman with Mater.
Mater out of the gun, takes the snap, looks left, throws left. Paco Hernandez with a catch at the 40, 35, 1st down, and he's down at about the 32-yard line. Panthers with a little bit of some momentum here.
I got the ball out there to Paco quick, had two blockers out in front. Read the first one, cut to the inside, picked up the first down. Couldn't get too much running room after that. Great Bend stays in the same formation, trip stack, short side of the field.
Gain of 12, clock moving, 1:13 to go. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 33. Play action. Mater over the middle, intended for Spray. It's incomplete. A lot. There comes the flag. I was going to say, he got clobbered from behind by the cornerback trying to cover him that time. Bellows is 5'11". Spray goes 6'5". And Spray, like a basketball player, kind of had him pinned there on his back hip, and he went all over his back trying to get to the football.
Well, you can see there's a mismatch with a couple of them out there in the secondary when Webb's out there at 5'11", and you add 6 more inches to Spray. So he was right in the area. Probably would have made that catch if he not got blasted in the back right in his numbers. Late flag. I don't think the official could find it on this cold night. Great Bend keeps this drive alive for the 9th play of the night.
It was spotted at the 18.
Big play for the Panthers.
15-yard penalty. 4th flag. 30 yards. Penalized tonight. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 1:04 to go in the half. Down 24-0. Quarterback run for Mater. Not a whole lot doing. Tried to run to the right. Is stopped. Panthers do not call a timeout yet. We're inside a minute to go.
Yeah, try to find a crease to the right side, cut it back where he thought he had some running room. Got tackled high right around the neck, brought down. Ball's dead in the middle of the field, 45 seconds and counting down.
3 to the left, 1 to the right, 40 seconds on the clock. Mater takes the snap, throws to the left. Paco Hernandez, he catches it, but is going to get gang tackled immediately. And now we've got the timeout. Let's take it, 39 seconds to go, 24-0 Garden. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. It has been a challenging year, and S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at schraderhomes.com and say wow. Proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Same-day service. 3 words that might make you change where you get your oil changed. Scott's Tank and Trailer, a division of Scott's Welding, is now offering the best price in town on light-duty mechanic work. Look for the Scott's Welding signs just west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
You're familiar with the phrase, beef. It's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced right here in our local community. Innovative Livestock Services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders wish all area schools the very best.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B104.3 The Point.
After the Great Bend timeout, they will have 3rd down and 5 at the Garden City 13-yard line. Panthers trail at 24-0, trying to get a score here at the end of the first half. Joseph Mater under center, fakes the quarterback run, now will throw into the middle of the field. It's caught by Haberman, but he's tackled immediately. And the Panthers will have to use their final timeout here of the half. It is enough, though, for a first down to the 8-yard line as well. They'll put it down where it's 1st and 8. Panthers didn't take the timeout. I thought they did. Clock is at 10 seconds. Play action. Mater's got to scramble to the left. 7 seconds. 3 seconds. Tries to throw to the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Pass was intended for Lakin Webb. And the clock stopped with 4 seconds. I have no idea why the Panthers did not call a timeout there. They sure ran a lot of time and risked that being the final play of the half. And now the Panthers will call the timeout now that the clock has stopped. Again, this is one of those situations, Jason, we got to remember, Aaron Beck is not with the team tonight. He is sick at home. So you've got coaches down there that aren't quite used to calling timeouts, trying to decide who's going to call the timeout, when should we call the timeout. So obviously there's a lot happening. It worked out, though, with the incomplete pass that gives them time now to draw up their best play to get 8 yards here in the final 4 seconds.
Sure, you also think maybe you catch Garden City off balance, get out there, you get a pass play called, get rid of the ball quick, still got some time. I can't see the clock here. I'm shielded by the press box and some of our fans, but you sure seem to get really excited. I knew something was ticking down rather quickly there, but Great Bend's got a chance to put some points on the board, take the timeout, get the play call that you want. It might be your only shot. I don't think you can get 2 plays off at this juncture of the game, but you got Beaker out there who's been singled up. Webb goes to his side. Looks like we're going to be a double twin set. Whole playbook here is open for Great Bend. They already tried a little jump pass screen to Haberman, and we tried to hit him a couple times on the screen pass. Let's see what Great Bend's got dialed up.
Here we go. 4 seconds left at the end of the half. Panthers trying to put one in. Mater will loft it to the near side, deep to the corner, and it's incomplete. As Paco Hernandez tried to catch it over his shoulder, he couldn't bring it in. Panthers do not score here at the end of the half. We'll go to the break. Panthers trail Garden City 24-0 here at the American State Bank and Trust Company halftime show. This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcaro, Watkins Calcaro Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther sports is B1043 The Point, KVGB Great Bend. Go Panthers!
Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
The Great Bend Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day. Great Bend Co-op Association.
This Great Bend High School Panther Sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers a full line of insurance products and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today at Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
51% of the student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
Since 1972, Venture Corporation has provided a fair price and quality parking lot maintenance, dirt work, demolition, and stabilization. They're committed to the community and their employees. Venture, South Highway 281, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt, or rock for landscaping or driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done, or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Washington Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned company which has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1979. They are generation strong and proud supporters of Great Bend Panther sports. Good luck, Panthers.
Hi, this is Jan, and I'm excited to tell you that we at Janitorial Solutions by Magnadry can help. Now your local supplier for trash bags, cleaning chemical, disinfectants, hand sanitizer, dispensers. We deliver Janitorial Solutions by Magnadry.
It's time for the American State Bank halftime show. Patrick Burnett will have a complete recap of the first half action right after this message from the American State Bank.
American State Bank, the state of banking today.
If you've got questions about business loans, visit with Jerry Rink at American State Bank.
There's a lot we can do for you when it comes to competitive lending and support for your business. From working capital and equipment lending to long-term financing for professionals, we can do the job for you.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
American State Bank, the state of banking today.
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
Welcome back to Garden City, where the Great Bend Panthers trail 24-0 here at halftime. It is Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry with you on the American State Bank and Trust Company halftime show. Jason, as we break down this first half of action, the Panthers with 3 interceptions thrown. They had a chance to get some points here at the end of the first half, couldn't cash it in, and trail 24-0.
You know, you go back and you look at the possessions that Garden City had. You know, started off with the punt, good job. We start off with the football. Of course, Garden City gets it to open up the third quarter here. Great Bend going into the win, not much success there, 3 and out. Garden City 3 and out, but then Garden City comes back. We thought they were itching to throw a pass with that wind at their back, and they were after they got that penalty for a false start. 81-yard touchdown strike from Artiega, or to Artiega from Weesey. After that, it was kind of just fell in order for Garden City, not so much for Great Bend. A couple breaks going Garden City's way. You got the picks. Great Bend had their back against the wall, had to throw the football. Garden City anticipating that. Had a near pick six. That one got away. Had to try to learn from that. But went back to the same area later on. That resulted in a pick six for Rails. That was the second score tonight. Then a 1 yard Junis run. A very speedy, very shifty back there by Janice. And then Great Bend's defense held on a short field again. 25-yard field goal was good, though, for Garden City. So that damage in the first half, 24 points for Garden City. Not much offensively for Great Bend. Put together a couple nice drives. Their second one resulted in a punt that got down to the Garden City side of the field. And the last one was a diving catch by Paco in the back of the end zone, just off his fingertips as he hit the ground, lost control of the football. So they had a chance to put points on the board, just could not connect here on the cold night. Garden City, Great Bend's got to make some adjustments, come out. Good blocking up front. I said they had to block. We've seen some pressure up there from the front four of Garden City in the backfield, but the downfield blocking tonight by Great Bend's linemen, especially on a couple of those runs by Mater, has been the best that we've seen all season. They got to build on that bright spot in the second half.
And we'll see if the Panthers can build on that bright spot here in the second half. They will get the ball to start the second half. It's 24-0 Garden City. When we come back, we'll take a look at your first half stats. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Get in the game with a new truck. Marmy Auto Group is a game changer in central and western Kansas. See our entire roster of trucks online at marmies.net. For work or play, win with the Marmy team for the best deals on trucks. Marmies, make it happen.
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. It has been a challenging year, and S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at schraderhomes.com and say wow, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Same day service. 3 words that might make you change where you get your oil changed. Scott's Tank and Trailer, a division of Scott's Welding, is now offering the best price in town on light duty mechanic work. Look for the Scott's Welding signs just west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Sutherland's staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther Sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Creamer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend.
Hey Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to halftime. It is 24-0 Garden City over your Great Bend Panthers. Time now for your first half stats, brought to you by the Great Bend High School Booster Club, who always do such a great job of supporting all of our community athletes here at Great Bend High School to do those great tailgates before home football games. They sponsor the community-wide Meet the Panthers event at Jack Kilby Square when it's not a COVID-19 pandemic. They've done so many other great things. If you're not a member yet, you can contact any of the club Booster Club members, including Chad Poe or Julie Spray, or you can stop by the Great Bend High School Activities Office for the Great Bend High School Booster Club. It's very easy to join. Okay, let's take a look at the stats for you, as it is Garden who leads in total yards at 189 compared to 106 yards of offense for Great Bend. Panthers with 44 of that coming on the ground, 62 through the air. The Buffaloes with 91 on the ground, 98 through the air. Individually, it is Haberman for 6 yards on 6 carries tonight. Joseph Mater has carried the ball 9 times for 38 yards, the only 2 Panthers to accumulate carries in the first half. Mater was 7 of 20 passing, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions thrown by Mater in the first half of action. For the Garden City Buffaloes, it is Caleb Weesey, the quarterback, 4 carries, negative 6 yards here in the ball game. Josh Janis, the tailback, 14 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, and Jerry Artiega, 1 carry for 9 yards. Weesey is 2 of 4 passing. He did throw a long touchdown to Artiega, their first score of the ball game. Panthers, I've got them with 8 first downs, 6 for the Buffaloes. Garden City has been penalized 4 times for 30 yards in the half. Panthers are 3 of 9 in third downs. Garden City is 0 of 4, but they did have a 4th down conversion on one of their touchdown drives. Garden scored at the 4:11 minute mark in the first quarter. It was only 3 plays, an 82-yard bomb from Weesey to Artiega. He threw it over the middle, split 2 Panther defenders, and housed it. At the 4:11 minute mark, the PAT was good to make it 7-0. On the ensuing drive on a 3rd down play, it was Joseph Mater trying a swing pass to one of his receivers in the outfield, and it was picked off by the safety, Reyes, for the Garden City Buffaloes. He took it to the house from 31 yards. PAT was good at the 2.5 minute mark of the first quarter to make it 14-0 Garden City. Buffaloes would then, after a 3-and-out by the Panther offense and a bad punt by Paco Hernandez, had a very short field at the 25-yard line. It took him 6 plays, a 1-yard TD plunge from Josh Janis, and the PAT was good at the 9:04 minute mark to make it 21-0 Buffaloes. And the final score of the half was a 24-yard field goal by Isaac Rivera at the 4:16 minute mark to make it 24-0 our score right now. Panthers had a chance to score at the end of the half, could not punch it in. Thus, the score of 24-0 here at the break. It will be Panther football to start the second half of action. When we come back to Garden City, we do have more of the American State Bank and Trust Company halftime show. We'll take a look at scores across the state. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Nextech has fiber technology in Great Bend. With fiber, you'll enjoy faster internet speeds and more reliable service. Sign up so your neighborhood can be next to get this cutting-edge technology. Visit fiber.nextech.com for more information.
The thing I enjoy the most about Playa Azul is the friendly and fun atmosphere when I walk in the door. Rigo and all the staff wish the Great Bend Panthers good luck from Playa Azul, and they always say, hasta mañana. See you tomorrow on West 10th, Great Bend.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports. Dom Pipe Testing provides hot oiler, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services in the oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call owners Brian Kramer or Joe Andrasic, and go Panthers.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
The Auto Body Repair Shop is proud to support the young people of the community. All the best to the athletes, coaches, and fans. We would also like to thank all of our past customers. And if an accident does become part of your life, remember the Auto Body Repair Shop can help.
Let your GPA pay the way with the Barton Bound Scholarship at Barton Community College. Kansas high school students graduating with a 3.6 GPA or higher or an ACT score of 26 or better qualify for a books and tuition scholarship for the fall semester of 2021. Find out at gpa.bartoncccc.edu.
If you can't move very well, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you can't function at your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. B at Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by 1309 Williams in Great Bend. Bugles Night Chiropractic. People who care.
You work hard. You deserve a bank that does the same. Community Bank of the Midwest gets it. They're not just a place that you keep your hard-earned money. They're a trusted partner that helps you with local decisions on loans and investments. Community Bank of the Midwest, member FDIC.
The official home of Panther football, B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to more coverage of Great Bend High School football. 7:37 left still here in halftime, where it is 24-0 Garden City. Let's get you some scores across the state of Kansas as It is Wichita East leading Wichita West. The score 8-0 in that ball game. Bishop Miege leads Shawnee Mission Northwest by the score of 16-13. It's a final. Bishop Carroll has beaten St. Thomas Aquinas by the final of 35-14. Bishop Carroll flexing their muscle tonight against STA. Of course, Randy Dreiling, who was at Hutch for many years, knows Carroll well, but Dusty Trail gets the win tonight, 35-14. Other scores across the state, Derby all over Maize South. Derby has been down this year. Maize South looked to be the juggernaut, but it's all Derby, 27-0 at halftime over Maize South. A big game in Northwest Kansas, Phillipsburg and Norton. It's close at halftime. Phillipsburg leads that ball game 14-13. Cheney over Larned. That was late in the second quarter, 28-7. That score. Lawrence High over Free State, 21-0. Junction City over Jackson Heights, 22-0. Manhattan at halftime over Emporia, 21-0. Mays, they lead Hutchinson, 14-13. That is a halftime score. And over Central over Arc City, 13-0. Mulvane leads Wellington. Actually, that game is tied at 7-all. I beg your pardon. Southeast of Saline over Scott City. This is a halftime score, 24-0. And it is Andover and Goddard. They are tied at 7-all. And it is Capon with a lead on Hayes High, 14-0. That is a halftime score as well. Getting you updated on some scores across the state of Kansas. A couple of things happening for you tomorrow, as let's get you an update brought to you by Chad Omach Family Dentistry in Great Bend, who's ready to help with any of your dental health concerns and needs. Of course, you can find out more at smilegreatbend.com. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. So for the Panthers, 2 opportunities to see Great Bend teams in action tomorrow. It starts in the morning at 10 o'clock with cross-country regionals. Panthers host that. So good luck to Lyles Lashley and the cross-country runners. It's going to be one chilly morning to run tomorrow for that cross-country regional. Then in the afternoon, you can go to the Panther Gymnasium, the field house, where sub-state will be played as the Great Bend volleyball team, the number 1 team in that sub-state. That'll start at 1 o'clock. So good luck to the Lady Panthers volleyball team tomorrow. Also, we've got boys soccer that is still alive, and the regular season has been completed, and it's time for the regionals. Salina South will be the team that Great Bend will be playing. That will be coming up at Gene Kavanaugh Field on Tuesday. Start time is 5 o'clock. So good luck to Jesus Loera Jr. and the Great Bend Panther boys soccer team as they are in action on Tuesday in Great Bend. So you got a lot of Panther teams that are hosting some regionals. So you've got cross country tomorrow morning. You've got the volleyball team in the afternoon, and then you've got the Panther boys soccer team. So get out and put on some cold weather gear and go root on your Panther teams. 24-0 Garden City here as we wrap up on the American State Bank and Trust Company halftime show. When we come back, Jason, with some words of wisdom to start off the second half, and we'll get the kickoff. It's all coming up. This is Panther Football, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Nextech Wireless, the best coverage, latest technology provider that's right here in your own backyard. Get the sweet new iPhone and unlimited data for under $30 a month. It's time for something different. Nextech Wireless. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
It is getting tougher and tougher to find a local mechanic to work on cars and trucks. Well, here's some good news. Eller Automotive Repair is your local source for oil changes, brake work, tires, alignments. Eller Automotive Repair is located behind Great Bend Appliance, Furniture, and Sleep Source at 915 Morton.
You've been listening to the American State Bank Halftime Show. Second half action is next on B1043, The Point.
Just when you thought that all bets were safe.
I feel like
American State Bank, the state of banking today. American State Bank, the American way. With the personal service of an earlier time. Wherever you are with banking online. American State Bank, the state of banking today.
The following presentation is a production of B1043, The Point. Great Bend Panthers Sports are on the air. Powered by Marmy Auto Group, Farmers Bank and Trust, the 10th Street Eye Care Center, Next Tech Wireless, Community Bank of the Midwest, Venture Corporation, USD 428 Great Bend, Innovative Livestock Services, Next Tech, Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, Dom Pipe Testing, Martin Community College, Rosenberg Family Dentistry, American State Bank and Trust Company, Auto Body Repair Shop, Insurance Planning, Magna Dry Cleaning Services, Bugles Back Chiropractic, Sutherland's, Washington Roofing, Great Bend Co-op, Delgado's Restaurant, Edward Jones, The Field House, Playa Azul, Eller Automotive Repair, Empire Realty, Watkins Calcara Chartered, Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, Manweiler Chevrolet, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, Schrader Homes and Remodeling, Scott's Welding, Unruh Brothers Waste, S&J Trucking, and the Great Bend Booster Club. Now here's the voice of the Panthers, Patrick Burnett.
Welcome back to Garden City. We're a few moments away from the start of the second half. Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry with you on a very cold night here in Garden City. Well, unless the Panthers mount a large comeback here in the second half, which it is possible, looks like the Panthers will be on the road next Friday to start the 4A playoffs. If the season ended today, the Panthers were going to be the last seed, which means they would play the number one seed, McPherson, a team that we already have seen this year. So that would be a rematch up in McPherson at McPherson College. Now, still, there are still some things that have to come through between percentage points and so on and so forth. But again, if you went by the standings, then that's who the Panthers would be playing next week. But we'll have to make for sure that that's exactly what happens. You don't know with tiebreakers and such. But either way, that looks like who the Panthers will play. However, Jason, there are still 2 quarters of football to be played here. And even though Garden City won the first 2, the Panthers can come back and win the last 2 and shock the Buffs.
You're right. Great Bend's just getting back into the swing of things as well, Patrick. And the second half could be a tale of 2 cities here for the Great Bend offense. If Great Bend happens to play McPherson next week, well, you have to go through the number 1 seed. If you're not the number 1 seed, might as well give them in week number 1. Great Bend did play McPherson about as tough as anybody had, and nobody expected them to play that tough that we talked to in that area that night, and nothing that Great Bend would back down from. They were a quality opponent, don't want to take anything away from them, but not as big and physical as some of the teams that we had seen, and we played maybe a little bit better football that night. They played a little bit worse, and that can certainly happen in the playoffs as well.
All right, Jason, we have a few minutes to kill here before we start the second half. Let's do a little history lesson, shall we? Let's talk Western Athletic Conference. As you and Norbert Muth and I were visiting on the drive out here, the Western Athletic Conference was formed in 1984 as we know it today with Dodge, Great Bend, Liberal, Hayes, and Garden. Of those 4 teams, Jason, who do you think has won WAC the most since 1984?
Dodge, Liberal, Hayes, Garden. Well, I'm down to Garden and Liberal.
Okay.
Where's the coin? I need Lumpy's lucky coin. Where'd it go? I'll go Liberal.
All right, well, you would be incorrect, my friend. The team that has won WAC the most is Dodge City, believe it or not, as they've won it 11 times. The team that's won it the second most is Garden City, the team that we are playing tonight, with 8 wins. The team that has won the least amount of WAC titles are the winners this year, the Hayes High Indians, as they have won it 4 times. Great Bend and Liberal are actually tied with 7 wins.
An election year, you can always spin it back. So I need 20 seconds here.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you do.
Which WAC team, 5A WAC team, has the most titles? Will be Liberal.
Ah, yes, you're absolutely correct. That is true. And some interesting, even more history to this. Before the Panthers joined the WAC in 1984, they were in the Central Kansas League in 1974 through 1977. There was a western branch and an eastern branch of the Central Kansas League, and it was McPherson that messed that league up. They left and went to the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail. Everybody in the east went and formed the I-70 League, and then everybody that was in the west, which was Dodge, Garden, Liberal, and Great Bend, were all out on their own. And all those teams were independent from 1978 until the WAC itself was formed in 1984.
That's right. And back in the 80s, that was the good old days, Patrick, where you could walk the track during the football game and get those little footballs thrown up in the stands and have lots of excitement there at Memorial Stadium in Great Bend. And those days are long gone, and now we're spread out everywhere that we go.
It's a COVID world now.
Well, I didn't want to say that word, but go ahead. Garden City is going to get the ball to start the second half. Great Bend is going to take the win in the fourth quarter, so that means we're going to kick off into the win with number 39 here for the Panthers.
I kept saying that the Panthers were going to get the ball to start the second half, but I was wrong. It was Alex Galindo, who is the freshman kicker for the Panthers. He'll boot it to the near side at the 20-yard line. That is Hyman, the speedster, all the way to the far side. They had a wall set up. He returns it across the 50 and out of bounds on the far side of about the 48. It's Matthew Mater in on the tackle for the Great Bend Panther defense. Great field position starting off for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, get everything resituated. Didn't want to kick it back too deep to some of their speedsters. Kicked it to a speedster at the second level, ran it back across the field. Good starting position just across midfield, the 49-yard line of Great Bend, where Garden City is going to take over.
So the Buffaloes have excellent field position and a 24-0 lead. They come out in a traditional I formation. Kleistuber, the fullback, moves to the left. Janis, a little drop step to the left side, stopped at the line of scrimmage, runs out of a tackle, out the far side, and he's gone. Wow! It looks like he was stopped for no gain, and then Josh Janis over on the far side ran through tackles for a 48-yard touchdown. That's not what the Panther defense needed to start this second half.
Now, appears they might have got away with a little bit of a false start. Looked like a couple guys moved right before the snap. But that's going to be on the right side for Garden City. That's over right guard, Kelvin Rico, 260-pound, 5'8" junior. Nice little crease there. Janis Paws took off. Nobody can catch him when he gets going north and south at full speed. You got to see his explosiveness on that play.
The point after touchdown is up, and the kick is good. Garden now leads 31-0, 11:38 to go, third quarter. This is Panther football, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
You're familiar with the phrase, beef. It's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced right here in our local community. Innovative Livestock Services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders wish all area schools the very best.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
The Great Bend Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day. Great Bend Co-op Association.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043 The Point.
The kickoff from the Panthers on the far side, that is going to be Council. He put it on the turf, picked it up, had a brief hole, then gets swallowed up at about the 24 or 25-yard line. We're going to be first down and 10, Great Bend, who now trails 31-0 on the road here at Garden City. It will be first and 10 from the 24.
Great Bend's first possession of the second half is going to be on the Garden City side of the field, going into the north breeze here at their stadium. Now only about 8 miles an hour. Great Bend, a lot of trip stack formation. They're going to come out in twins. We got Joseph Mater in the back of the stack. That's going to be quarterback.
That's Matthew Mater, who's the back, and it's going to be a direct snap, though, to Haberman.
Yep.
Kind of a wildcat, if you will, with only 2 people. Not a whole lot doing there, as that is going to be Terrell Elliott in on the stop for no gain for the Panthers.
Yeah, they isolated, ended up Elliott at the end there on the backside and able to come up, and he made the stop. Looks like we make a couple adjustments.
Yeah, Joseph Mater now back to quarterback. Takes the snap, pump fake, hesitates, and threw it way too high for Paco Hernandez. Joseph has just looked all out of sorts here tonight. Jason, a lot of that can be not just Joseph. You got to remember, these guys were quarantined for 14 days. They didn't get any practice until Wednesday of this week, so they practiced Wednesday, yesterday, and had a walkthrough today.
Yeah, you can pick any sport to take a layoff from, and football is the one that you probably wouldn't want to do that with just for the timing offensively, and you can see it's hampered the Panthers here tonight just a bit.
3rd and 10 now from their own 24. Mater to unload, and he threw that. Well, the closest person to it on the near side was Ryan Hyman. Beaker was wanting a streak pattern up the field, and now we've got a lineman down for the Panthers. I think that's DJ Lamb who's down. I could tell by the red shoes that Lamb is down. He's been banged up for most of this year. Had been playing right tackle most of the year. Tonight, Muida switched over to left tackle, and Matthew Johnson has basically replaced Lamb at right tackle. Again, Lamb moved to left tackle. That allowed Paez to play some defense. So now it looks like they'll have to bring Paez back in on the offensive line to replace Lamb.
Yeah, we were watching the action over here with the receivers. Turned up, and he's back there. I don't know how he fell, but right now he's on his back, and we knew that he had a couple moments this season where he had a lower back injury or some stiffness back there, and on a cold night, that's not going to make it any better here tonight. So they're going to take some time and make sure that he's okay.
31-0 Garden City with the lead. 10:56 to go here in this third quarter, as we've got an injury timeout for DJ Lamb. Now, I do want to give some positive shout-outs right now, Jason. You can look down on the Great Bend sideline and see a young man sitting in a wheelchair, and it's excellent to see Jason Efforts is back with his teammates. He, of course, got hurt in the off-season so tragically, and, you know, a lot of his teammates and this Panther football team kind of rallied around him, and throughout his rehabilitation, I know he's been listening to the ball games and has wished that he could be with his team. He is on the sideline tonight here with the Panther football team, so that's nice to see that Jason is there. Also, Nash Lindbergh, he also hurt during this past summer, a 7th grader at Great Bend Middle School. His first day back from rehabilitation in Great Bend is today as well. So it's nice to know that Nash is back in Great Bend at home with his family. I know he really wanted to come here to the football game tonight, but he just got home tonight from Nebraska, where he has been recovering as well. So 2 young men that a lot of people in Great Bend have been pulling for over the last couple months. It's nice to know, Jason, that both of those young men are back at home.
Yeah, really not much to add to that, Patrick. You did a great job. They're just both great kids, both positive attitudes, both have contagious smiles. I've coached and worked with Jason Efforts, a little bit. Got talked to him this summer, early in the summer. Nice to see him back out there. He just adds that spark with his smile and his enthusiasm. He's going to do very well. And I got to talk to Nash a year ago when his father came and delivered a speech to the middle school students. So, I wish both those guys the best on their continued road to recovery.
It looks like we are going to have quite a bit of a delay here for DJ Lamb as they are actually signaling now for the paramedics on the far side of the field to come in and attend to DJ Lamb, who is laying flat on his back at the 20-yard line, as the trainers, Ryan Zink and his staff on the near side, have been joined by the Garden City trainers as well. So obviously we cannot speculate on a kind of injury here in this situation, but this definitely appears to be serious at this point, precautionary at the most for the Panthers' injured lineman DJ Lamb right now. So we do have the stoppage of time here with 10:56 to go in the third quarter. It is Garden City who leads it 31-0 over the Panthers right now, as Garden came into the game with a record of 2-5, Panthers at 0-5. Great Bend 0-3 in Western Athletic Conference play. Garden City at 1-2. Again, it looks like we are going to have a lengthy wait here as we wait to see DJ Lamb. Hopefully, we can get some positives here out of this potential serious injury on the field. We're going to go ahead and take a break right now, and when we come back, hopefully we can have an update for you. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This Great Bend High School Panthers sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers a full line of insurance products and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today in Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
51% of the student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
Since 1972, Venture Corporation has provided a fair price and quality parking lot maintenance, dirt work, demolition, and stabilization. They're committed to the community and their employees. Venture, South Highway 281, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt, or rock for landscaping or a driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done, or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Great Bend Panther Sports on B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to a cold night here in Garden City. Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry with you. We have a stoppage of play right now with 10 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter, as we've got the stretcher now on the field, as not just the trainers but now paramedics attending to the injured Panther DJ Lamb, who is down. The starting right tackle for most of this season for the Panthers. For much of this game, DJ was playing left tackle, and freshman Matthew Johnson was playing right tackle. That allowed for Anthony Paez to give some reps on the defensive side of the ball. So definitely the Panthers will be down Lamb for the rest of this game. And quite honestly, DJ had been pretty banged up for a good portion of this season. I talked to Coach Beck earlier today, and he had told me that they knew that DJ was banged up, but he wanted to gut it out. He wanted to go, but he has been laying flat on his back for all of this stoppage. Jason has been watching most of this through the binoculars, Jason, and at this point, obviously, you care for the care of the injury and the medical staff taking every precaution right now with DJ.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and get him in position to load him up carefully. Cold night, blood not flowing quite as good. Things stiffened up quite a bit, so hope it's just something simple here for DJ as they're checking him. You got to see his hands and upper body move around just a little bit, but he's talking and communicating with him. They weren't down there by his helmet, so you're hoping for the best here, but he's going to get loaded up, and they'll take him in the hospital, and get him checked out here in Garden City. When we come to Garden City, it doesn't usually matter too much the sport, but I spend a lot of time in the Garden City Hospital. So if you can't come here and get a win, you want to get out healthy. So we wish DJ the best here tonight.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that on the way out here and a little bit here during the timeout. You know, I remember a couple years ago, Boomer Schroeder, hurt his leg here on this field, and that's kind of when we saw Tate Murray make his very first varsity start. I remember a couple. I think it was 2 years ago when we came out here. I remember Barrett Lutt got some of his first action at the varsity level out here as well. So it has been a thing to come out here with linemen getting hurt here in Garden City. And so, again, we continue to await DJ Lamb and them getting him onto the stretcher and getting him out of the stadium. Let's update you on some scores across the state of Kansas right now from Scores in Kansas. Big ball game. Some perennials in 3A that are now playing 2A football. It's Hoisington and Beloit, and the Hoisington Cardinals in the third quarter lead Beloit by the score of 20-6. So Hoisington trying to set themselves up real nicely in the 2A bracket. Taking a look at some other scores, Andover Central has now pulled out in front of Arc City by the score of 23-0. Holcomb over Hugoton, 35-14 in that ball game. Some other third quarter scores. Topeka Seaman leads Topeka Washburn Rural by the score of 35-7. Dodge City in action tonight against Ulysses, the Red Demons. They lead the Tigers by the score of 28-0. Capon has added to their lead against Hayes High. Capon now leads 24-0 over the Hayes High Indians. The Hutchinson Salthawks, they've knocked off a couple teams this year, and they are leading Mays, Jason. That one a bit of a surprise. The score 20-14 as Hutch is leading Mays. Newton looks like they're going to get a win. They lead Campus 35-8. That is a third quarter score. And the potential opponent that Great Bend will see next week, McPherson, they're having troubles right now against Augusta. It is 12-7 McPherson. That is a third quarter score. At one point, it was a 12-0 ball game. Augusta has scored and added the PAT to make that 12-7. Derby piling it on against Mays South. That game is 34-0 Derby. Again, the lead over Mays South. 10:56 to go here in the third quarter. It is 31-0 Garden City with the advantage over the Great Bend Panthers. We have a stoppage of play on the field here at Great Bend. If you're just joining us right now and wonder why we are going over scores and why we are not talking about football, that is because we have a serious injury on the field, as it is DJ Lamb who is down right now for the Great Bend Panthers. Yeah, 24-0, the updated score, Capon over Hayes. It looks like Capon took the kick after a safety to a house for a touchdown and a bad snap on the extra point, but the Capon holder scrambled and scored a 2-point conversion. So I guess when it's your night, it's your night. We knew Capon was a really good team. It was a team, Jason, that we were supposed to play earlier in the season. It was one of two home games the Panthers did not get to play because of COVID-19 related issues, as the Panthers did not get to play last week against Goddard Eisenhower. So, again, the Panthers did not see Capon this year. They still are on the schedule to play next year. 31-0 is our score here. It is Garden City in front of the Panthers. Again, we have a stoppage of play as we now have a second ambulance that has arrived here to Garden City High School. They need one to stay here with the paramedics for action, and then they need the second to escort DJ to the local hospital here in Garden City.
Well, through the years, Patrick, we've had some strange events here on this field. We talked about the Buffalo in the end zone.
Yeah, we did on the way up. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. We did.
Don't forget, before that, we had the drone episode before half where it was interfering with the headset.
Yes.
So
Tony Crow, the head coach at that time for the Great Bend Panthers. And then let's not forget the infamous week when another former head coach, Bo Black, had his epiphany. That's when he was running in the morning and was barking at dogs, and the Panthers came up here against a very, very talented Garden City team. They had Caleb Tramp, they had Dusty Temple, they had a lot of dudes, and it didn't look like the Panthers had a whole lot going for them. And they come up here and knocked off the Buffaloes here on this field. So there's been a lot of really good moments for the Panthers here on this new field. My first year as the voice of the Panthers some 11 years ago, they were still at their old high school downtown, played at Memorial Stadium, and then they built this massive thing out here, $92 million. It took them to build this thing. It looks like a prison when you pull up. And it is in pods.
It is.
Every one of their teams are in pods. All right, DJ Lamb has safely now made his way into the ambulance. They will send him to the hospital, and we are back to action now. It was a 4th down punt by Paco Hernandez for the Panthers, and it will roll into Garden City territory down at the 47-yard line with 10:44 to go in this third quarter, and the Panthers trailing at 31-0.
Yeah, both teams had a short little warm-up period on the sideline after both showing respect for the down player taking a knee, trying to get it loose. Paco gets that one at the end of his toe, gets a little bit of a roll there at the end of it. It's going to be at the 47-yard line, Great Bend side. Garden City in the second half. And at the end of the second quarter, electing to go to a tight formation, split backs in the backfield.
We see under center sends Artiega to the far side. They fake the toss, will throw wide open. It is caught deep into Great Bend territory inside the 25. Cooper Ramsey brings it in, only his 9th catch of the season. Man, the Buffaloes are doing whatever they want to do offensively tonight.
Man, a little play action there. Ramsey was the one that was offsides when they threw the 82-yard touchdown pass earlier in the night. There he gets rewarded right through the middle of the defensive secondary.
It was a 30-yard gain for the Buffaloes. They will go from the 23. It's Janis trying to go back to work. Bounces it outside, and he's gone. 23-yard touchdown run for Josh Janis. That's his 3rd of the night. Now the Buffaloes pouring it on.
A little counter step there by Janis, looking at Great Bend sideline. Got the handoff, and he was just 2 steps faster than anybody else to the outside. Great Bend looked like they were standing still on that one. 2 plays, that's going to be 47-yard touchdown drive for the Buffaloes on that 23-yard score. The scamper to the right side by Janis.
Janis with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. And the point after touchdown kick is up, and it's good. All Garden tonight, 38-0, 10:14 to go, third quarter. This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Washington Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned company which has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1979. They are generation strong and proud supporters of Great Bend Panthers sports. Good luck, Panthers.
Hi, this is Jan, and I'm excited to tell you that we at Janitorial Solutions by Magna-Dry can help. Now your local supplier for trash bags, cleaning chemical, disinfectants, hand sanitizer, dispensers, we deliver Janitorial Solutions by Magna-Dry.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Get in the game with a new truck. Marmy Auto Group is a game changer in central and western Kansas. See our entire roster of trucks online at marmies.net. For work or play, win with the Marmy team for the best deals on trucks. Marmies, make it happen.
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
The Garden City Buffaloes score back-to-back touchdowns and now lead at 38-0. Council drops the football, falls down, picks it up, goes over to the far side, and Reyes escorts him out of bounds and around the 22, maybe 23-yard line on the far sideline. Well, Jason, nothing has went right for the Panthers tonight. They look like a team that hasn't practiced very much in the last 14 days, and they weren't able to. They were able to get a practice in on Wednesday and a practice in on Thursday, but definitely they've shown a lot of rust tonight, and they're down some guys as well.
And Council comes off hobbling just a little bit, grabbing the back of his leg. Hope that's not a hamstring on the cold night. Looks like he's going to try to walk it off over here on the sideline. Great Bend gets the ball again in front of the Garden City bench. They're going to go split backs in the backfield.
Matthew Mater is the H-back. Haberman, the tailback. Quarterback run for Joseph Mater, the near side. Yeah, it looked like the tackler for Garden City got him up around the face mask. I don't see a flag coming in. We see in on the tackle.
A little motion in the backfield by Matthew Mater. I think Joseph's saying he did get a little hand to the face. No flag on the play. Move the ball a little bit closer to the Great Bend sideline. 9:40 now and rolling. Ball's still at the 23-yard line. No gain on that play. 2nd and 10.
There is still a lot of time to go here in the game, but the Panthers have never been in this thing. They were down 14-0 before you could blink an eye. Mater rolls the pocket to the near side, holds it, lofts it. It was tipped, and then it was caught. It was tipped by the Garden City defender, Weesey, and Lakem Webb on the deflection. Finally, the Panthers get a break their way, and Webb brings it out of bounds at the 43.
It looked like that was Weesey, 6'4", trying to slow play that. Thought he had an easy pick, kind of misjudged it a little bit with his timing there and tipped it. Webb had about a clipboard's width to get in his feet down, got him in. Hauls in that reception. Nice concentration by Webb, the 185-pound junior receiver for the Panthers.
Gain of 20, 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 43. Play action. It's Joseph Mater to Lakem Webb. He caught it, ducked under the tackle, and then scurried upfield for another about 2 or 3 more yards. A nice gain on the key route. He got north for a gain up to the just across 50-yard line into Buffalo territory. Will give him a gain of 7.
Yeah, need another target to emerge. We know Paco Hernandez was one of the leading reception leaders here in the Western Athletic Conference. Webb was second on the Great Bend Panthers.
Now they'll throw the screen pass on the near side. Paco Hernandez has it. He got a block, has enough for the first down to the Garden City 46-yard line, and a gain of 4. You can move the sticks for the Panthers.
Yeah, momentum picking up for the Panthers. Tempo picking up as well. Still down 38-0. Looking for the first score of the night for Great Bend, heading into the north end zone. Great Bend, a little energy there on the offensive side. Break the huddle with a little pep in their step. Trip stack to the Great Bend side.
8:35 to go now here in the third quarter. 38-0 Garden City. Joseph Mater takes the snap, throws it to Haberman out of the backfield on the left side, tries to get the corner turn, and got just tackled over on the far side by corner Micah Perez for Garden City. He's out at about the 40-yard line on the swing pass, a gain of 6.
Yeah, force player at the second level for Garden City on that side. Able to sneak in, trying to put some pressure on Mater in the backfield of the Panthers from a little bit of a delayed blitz. Panthers see it, get the ball to Haberman outside. One man to get around, could not do it, but picks up some positive yards.
Haberman with his 3rd catch of the year out of the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, ball on the far hash. 2nd and 4. Mater rolls the pocket to the near side, gets flushed, now reverses tail to the far side, has a first down, lowers his shoulder and bowls over Caleb Weesey for the first down on the far side of the field. Like to see that run. Joseph decided there's nothing there. I'm going to tuck it and run. He knew he could and was able to get enough for the first down, and it's a gain of 12 for Mater.
Yeah, no quit right now for the Panthers. You got to see a little motion there from number 21, crack block on the outside. That's a Great Bend sideline. Mater tried to roll that way to realize there was too much pressure. He cut it back on his own. Had a little built-up aggression maybe from some things that happened earlier tonight and delivered it down number 3. Finished the run very nicely. The quarterback, number 12, Mater.
Beaker, Paco Hernandez, and Lakem Webb to the near side, spray to the far. It's a screen pass for Paco on the near side. Now he's going to throw it, and he threw it short of the feet of Lakem Webb as they've kind of set that play up a couple times tonight. Paco has shown that he can throw it, he can kick it, he can do a lot of things, but that one was just a bit short.
Yeah, he's a left-hander on the team. Throw it to their sideline. Got to be able to catch it. Try to get his hand on top of the football and deliver a strike. He was wide open, but that's because they had double coverage on Webb. Webb tried to come back, get the football. All said and done, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 10 for Great Bend from the Buffalo 28. Webb in motion. Panthers will try to throw to Webb, and it's almost intercepted. Thrown too high for Webb and too low for Ryan Hyman. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Again, trying to set up what looked like a possible crack block with Webb. He breaks it off, goes over the middle. He was the intended receiver for sure that time for Joseph Mater. Panthers looking to pick up some yardage here. They're going to definitely 4 down territory at 3rd and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Buffs.
Panthers trail 38-0, just under 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Haberman runs to the left out of the backfield. Mater looks to unload, now tries to scramble, bounces it outside, still on his feet, tackled from behind. I think they'll mark him at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 to bring up 4th down and 6. Terrell Elliott in on the tackle.
Terrell Elliott showed a great burst of speed, got back there, flushed Mater out of the pocket. Joseph went over the left side between Brock Reed and center Jason Scott, but never giving up on the play. Number 45, the junior Elliott, 6'2", 290, had a lot of speed right there, able to catch Mater from behind.
Johnson, the right tackle. Paez, the left tackle. DJ Lamb has been injured and taken to the hospital tonight. 4th and 5 play. Mater rolls to the right, throws to the right, passes caught by Paco Hernandez, short of the first down. No, they got it. From this angle, I'm at a very poor angle to see. It looked like he was short, but no, it is enough for a Great Bend Panther first down.
And Hernandez had to come back and curl to the football, so really hard for us to see where he fell at, but they're going to say that he rolled forward after he caught that football. Give him the little extra yardage there. Great Bend in business at the 18-yard line, looking for the first touchdown of the evening.
Ball will be snapped from the 17-yard line. Here is Mater. He will throw it. Oberman out of the backfield, climbs the ladder, brings it in. He's sandwiched on the far side of about the 15-yard line. That should be a gain of 2 on the play.
Don't see a swing pass all the time where you can jump up, stop in your tracks, and cut it back inside without your momentum carrying to the outside. But good thing for Haberman, able to adjust his body on that play, pick up a couple tough yards. 2nd 8, 5:15 mark in quarter number 3.
Snap it from the 15-yard line. Mater ready for the snap. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. This is going to be a give up the right side. Actually, quarterback keeper for Mater. I thought it was a give, but they'll instead use Haberman as the lead blocker to push the pile forward. Gain of about 3 to bring up probably 3rd down and about 4.
Yep, Great Bend staying with trips receivers their side for the most of the time here on this drive. That leaves Spray as a lone receiver to the far sideline.
3rd down and 5 from the 12. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mater out of the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the give, runs to the right, comes back to the left. Now still rolling, decides to throw at the last minute to the goal line. Incomplete. Receiver fell down. That was Paco Hernandez, and looked like he was bobbling it going down. And it'll bring up 4th down and 5 from the Garden City 12.
A long drive here for the Panthers. Big 4th down. They can pick up a first down if they can make 5 yards. This will be the 14th snap of this drive for Great Bend. Mater doing a nice job of eluding the defensive pressure from the both end spots. Stepped up through it, ran to the outside, had a little bit of running room, decided to try to get at the receiver. Didn't work out, couldn't get enough on that football. Ball's back to the left hash. Trip spread out here against the Great Bend side.
4:17 to go, third quarter. Panthers trail 38-0. 4th and 5 from the Garden City 12. Mater takes the snap, looks right, throws right. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Lake and Webb. It was defended well that time. Reyes went from behind, knocked it out of the hands of Webb, and the Panthers do not capitalize. That is twice tonight they've been in the red zone and could not punch it across. Now it'll be Garden City ball, 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Yeah, Garden City second half today has been a Janus 4-yard touchdown run. Janus a 23-yard touchdown run. So coming out after the break, sticking with the ground game. Last drive only took a couple plays. I guess the first one was 1 play. So Great Bend defense needs to find a way to slow down the Garden City Buffaloes here in the second half.
We see under center. They'll give it to Janus right across the middle of the field. Now cuts it back outside. Austin Moore with a touchdown saving tackle on the Garden City sideline. Man, that big offensive line just imposing their will right now on the Panther defense. For Janus, a gain of 23 and a first down for the Buffs.
Yeah, drive to start on the 12-yard line. One play. They're out to the 35. Big chunks of yardage tonight for Garden City. Back to the ground game with Janus. And they're going to have split receivers, Twins to the Great Bend side.
1st and 10 for Garden City now at their own 35. Out of the I formation, we see under center. This will be a give to Janus right side, and that went absolutely nowhere as the Great Bend Panthers did a nice job of shooting through there. It's Jade Poe.
Yeah.
As Poe shot through there from his linebacker position to make the tackle for a loss of about 3 on this first play or second play of this drive.
Yeah, I knew double threes looked familiar out there, just couldn't pull the name. 9 total tackles coming in tonight for Poe. The 190-pound junior makes a big stop right there on first down for a loss.
Now the spot will come from the 32-yard line. They will toss it the near side. Kleistuber, the fullback, gets a carry. He breaks a tackle on the near side and gets out of bounds in the Great Bend sideline at about the 43, I do believe. Panthers' Noah Yerke had a chance to wrap him up and couldn't quite bring him in. Now we've got a hanky thrown on the field. It's laying at the 40-yard line.
Typically they pick it up, move it back. That's going to be a hold on the offense. So they did a little quick pitch to the outside.
That's what it is,
Yep.
Jason. So they threw the flag at the 40. That means the ball will be spotted at the 30. It nets out to be a 2-yard penalty. Second down and 15 for the Buffs from their own 30. Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. It is 38-0 Garden City. Caleb Weesey under center. Takes the handoff. They run the counter again to Janus. Outside, gets the corner turn. 35, 40, 50, 40. Runs through a tackle, still on his feet, and finally tackled out of bounds at the Panther 25-yard line. Man, it's been all Janus here in the second half. Brody Tracy with the stop, but a big gain for the Buffs.
Great Bend moves him back on the penalty. Janus just reloads, bounces it to the outside. He's so quick, very good lateral movement. They'll be on that outside. Force player can hang out with him. Good thing Brody Tracy didn't give up on the play. He was the last Panther there to get a touch and does bring down the tackle.
Gain of 43 puts Josh Janus over 200 yards rushing tonight. He now has 216 yards and 3 TDs. Now Janus will try the left side. Ran down very well from the backside. Elias Moreno from his defensive lineman position will run Janus down from behind and get the tackle for loss of 2 on the play to bring up second down and 12.
Yeah, run him down, take him out of his shoe. Brock Reed also came through. Now Janus gets subbed out for number 4. That is Hyman.
So Hyman will come in. He does everything. He returns kicks. He's a holder.
Yep.
He plays defense. Janus probably needs some oxygen over there. Second down and 12 from the Great Bend 29. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Play action. Weesey turns and airmails it too high for Cooper Ramsey on the near side. So clock stop now with 1:17 to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 12 for Garden at the Panther 29.
Yeah, Hyman's going to stay in the backfield. Janus on the sideline still. Used Hyman as a decoy there in the play action pass. Twins open, will be Twins to the Garden City sideline. Looks like now they're going to go back to their heavy set, tight formation. They're taking a lot of time.
Play clock is only at 20, and the game clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Caleb Metzen, a receiver to the right, Ramsey to the left. We see under center. 2 backs in the backfield. He brings Artiega in motion. They fake the toss to him. They will throw it deep over the middle, and Cooper Ramsey couldn't bring it in. He had the Panther defense barbecued. That was going to be an easy 6. Thank goodness he dropped it, and it'll bring up 4th and 12.
Yeah, they had it thrown just right behind his chin, above his shoulder. Goes off of his right shoulder pad, right over the middle on that post route. He is the tallest receiver out there for the Buffaloes. Again, they do the fake motion, the fake little toss, little play action in the backfield from number 10. And that is Artiega, who's done that a couple times tonight. And now they're in a 4th and 12 set.
Cardinal go for it at the Great Bend 29 with a 38-0 lead. Weesey rolls the pocket to the right, throws on the run. It is caught and tackled inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line. That is Artiega, and the Buffaloes are knocking on the door again.
Yeah, the pass route there, a little bit inside, looked like a chair route where you go to the run a little bit of an out, then cut it back up. Hit in stride by the quarterback Weesey, so Artiega will pull that in. Make the 4th and 12. Now it's 1st and 5 from the 5-yard line for the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Janis going back to work, trying to pick a hole up the middle. Is he in? Yes, he is. It's a 5-yard touchdown for Josh Janis. Man, it has been the Josh Janis show tonight. His 4th touchdown of the game with 52 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Janis is a 5'9", 170-pound senior who just ran away at the second half here for the Buffaloes. That's his 3rd touchdown in a run in a row.
Point after touchdown from Isaac Rivera as we await that with 52 seconds to go. Good snap, good hold, the kick is up, and it's good. So that will make it now 45-0 Garden City. This is Panther Sports, powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcara, Watkins Calcara Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther Sports is B1043 The Point, KVGB Great Bend. Go Panthers!
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. It has been a challenging year, and S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at SchraderHomes.com and say wow. Proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Same-day service. 3 words that might make you change where you get your oil changed. Scott's Tank and Trailer, a division of Scott's Welding, is now offering the best price in town on light-duty mechanic work. Look for the Scott's Welding signs just west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Sutherland's staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther Sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
On the kickoff for the Garden City Buffaloes, that is Gavin Haberman, who takes the kick. He got forward progress to the 30-yard line on the Garden City sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers, 47 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. This one's been all Garden City as the Panthers scored 14 first quarter points, led 24-0 at the break, and 3 Josh Janis TDs here in the 3rd quarter have it 45-0. Twin receivers to the left, Webb all by his lonesome to the near side. Backs are in a traditional I. This will be a handoff to Haberman, and Dodge was bringing the house, and they get him. Back to around the 25-yard line for a big loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play.
Great Bend sneaks on. Webb quickly to end that. Now there's a stoppage of play. Oh, you're going to let the clock run out.
Panthers will go ahead and elect to, just run out this clock here at the end of the 3rd quarter, and will go to the start of the 4th quarter, trailing it by the score of 45-0. All right, we just took a break a few moments ago. Let's go ahead and tell you what's coming up here over the next couple days for Panther Sports. This update brought to you by Chad Omock Family Dentistry in Great Bend. He's ready to help with any of your dental health concerns and needs. Dr. Chad is a proud Panther alum and a huge fan. You can find out more at smilegreatbend.com. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. So a couple opportunities to support Panthers in action in the postseason. Starts tomorrow with cross-country regionals at Lake Barton. Good luck to Lyles Lashley and the Great Bend Panther cross-country team. That starts at 10 tomorrow morning. Then in the afternoon, it is sub-state volleyball at the Panther Field House. 1 o'clock will be the first start of the first match. So good luck to Shelly Duvall and the Lady Panther volleyball team tomorrow. Again, that is on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, it's boys soccer in the 5A1 regional as they will host. That game will be at 5 o'clock at Gene Kavanaugh Field. So good luck to Chewy Loera and his Panther soccer team coming up for you on Tuesday. So that's Panthers in postseason action tomorrow and on Tuesday. Football team, they will have a playoff opener a week from tonight. We think it'll be on the road at McPherson. All right, start of the fourth quarter. Panthers trail 45-0. It is second down and 14 from Great Bend's own 26. They're now moving right to left towards the south goal. Mater under center, a handoff to Haberman. Nothing doing on that play. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Trey Newsom right in the middle of that. Also Malcolm Davis, a transfer from Tulsa, Oklahoma, in on the tackle as well to bring up 3rd and 14.
Haberman comes to the sideline. Cody Miller comes in. Looks like he'll be at the tailback position. Probably will get a carry here, you would think. Trips to the far side. Spray stays as a single set here, so that leaves one back. That is Miller in the backfield with Joseph Mater.
3rd and 14 for the Panthers. Miller will move to the right of Joseph Mater. Takes the snap. Mater looks right. Is going to air it out right. And is it intercepted? No. It was not brought in cleanly by Micah Perez. Mater has just been off all night tonight. I think some of that is a little bit of Joseph Mater. Some of that is the receivers. A lot of that is just not having the practice in reps. But it's been a tough night for the Panther O.
And coming in tonight, you thought you'd probably have to throw the football a little bit too. Not a great night to do that in the cold. And you don't get a couple breaks to go your way. Just makes for a long night back there if you're a Panther. We run one on here to get set in the punt formation.
Paco Hernandez from his own 15. A good snap. It's blocked. The Buffaloes get a piece of it. Spray is going to down it at the Panther 36-yard line. So the Buffaloes, one of the guys up front was able to put a paw up there and knock it down. And we do have a running clock here in the fourth quarter with the Panthers trailing 45-0 on a very, very cold Friday night.
Another short field here for the Garden City Buffaloes. 3 possessions here in the second half. They've all been Janus touchdown runs.
And now we see Zane Burns, who was the starting quarterback for the season. He became the backup. He will replace Weesey. They will try to hand it off to Janus. It's fumbled. It's loose on the turf. And finally, the Great Bend Panthers come up with it. It's Matthew Mater who recovers the fumble. As Zane Burns, I don't think he clearly ever had the football. He kind of tried to pitch it to Josh Janus instead of hand it off. It was jostled around, and finally Matthew Mater able to come up with the takeaway for the Great Bend Panthers. The first turnover of the night committed by Garden City.
Yeah, he turned around. The back was not where he thought he was supposed to be. Probably the quarterback drifted just a little bit there at the mesh point and tried to lean back and give it a long arm and just never really got it in there. Bounced a couple times. Great Bend comes up with the football, so stops Garden City right there. Panthers still looking for the first score of the night. They get the ball back on their own 41.
Split backs in the backfield. This is going to be a handoff to Miller. He had a little bit of a seam, was able to get up to the 45, maybe the 46. A gain of about 5 for the freshman Cody Miller.
A nice little cut to the outside, picks up about 6 yards. Great Bend not showing any other different formations here in the second half, trying to keep it simple, get the clock moving. They're going to have an extra back in the backfield. That's the H-back, Matthew Mater.
Twins right, spray to the left. Mater will throw. It is thrown low. Paco Hernandez couldn't bring it in. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
A little spot pass to the far side of the field. Clock rolling, as you said. Not going to stop here at the 8:30 mark. 3rd and 5 for GB. And it's been a long night here for the Panthers.
Yes, it has. Nothing has went right for the Panthers. They were down 14-0 in a blink of an eye. On 3rd down and 5, Mater will give it off. That's going to be Miller trying to pick a hole around the left side. Can't quite get it done. He does get a gain of a couple yards. Ankle tackled at the 48 of the Panthers. Or it'll bring up 4th down and 3.
Yeah, just kind of scraped along the left side of the lineman, trying to find the open gap. He did. Got vertical as quick as he could. He's going to set up 4th and short here for Great Bend, as we expect offense on the field.
7:40 to go. 45-0 Buffaloes. Matthew Mater in motion to the left. Buffaloes jump, but not into the neutral zone. Play clock is at 12. Mater looks to the side, gets the play call. It's a handoff, 1st down Miller, and he runs into the umpire, and that allows for Christian Reyes to come by and tackle him as Miller into the secondary and into Buffalo territory at the 43. It is a Great Bend 1st down.
Good 1st down there by Miller and the Panthers, right up the left hash. Miller giving up quite a bit of size to the umpire, loses that battle.
Yeah, if I had to guess, the umpire has Miller by a good 80 pounds.
He couldn't read which way he's going to cut, so he just froze. And Miller just cut upfield and just kind of had a magnet on each other and ran into each other.
Joseph Mater signaling to the far side to Lakin Webb. Takes the snap. Mater looks that way. Now decides to tuck it and run. Lowers his head, lowers his shoulder. Drops the boom at about the 42-yard line of the Buffaloes. It's going to be a gain of about a yard. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, get pressure from Garden City, both in position. Joseph Mater doing a good job of feeling that tonight, stepping up inside. Offensive line giving him just enough room as they kick those guys to the outside with the inside leverage on their shoulders. Steps up, decides to run the football. Twin stack, Great Bend sideline. Split backs in the backfield, now they're offset.
2nd and 9 for Great Bend at the Buffalo 42. Miller to the right of Mater. Fake the give. They'll throw it far side, Lakin Webb, Garden City sideline. Gets wrangled out of bounds at about the 36, I do believe. It's going to be shy of the down to make. So bring up 3rd down, we'll call it 4. We're going to mark him at the 37. It was a gain of 5 for Webb. So 3rd down and a long 4 for the Panthers. Hernandez in motion to the near side. Mater takes the snap. A pump fake is going to air it out. He threw it up for grabs, and it's another interception. Ryan Hyman picks it off again, the 4th of the night for Mater. So Garden City on the takeaway will get it 1st and 10 at their own 15, and we're now inside 5 minutes to go in the game.
Well, drop back, try to get it there. Just not a good passing night for Joseph Mater. Gave it all he could there on that throw. Comes up a little bit short, hangs just enough for Hyman to pick that up. I think PA said, is that Hyman's 3rd interception of the night?
I know it's at least his 2nd. Here's Josh Janis, a handoff left side at a gaping hole. Gets across the 20 to about the 22, maybe 23-yard line. Good gain on 1st down for the Buffaloes.
Well, they took over on the 15. Couple substitutions now for Great Bend. Garden City trying to just go ahead and put this one away, ahead 45-0. Let that clock roll at the 4-minute mark.
Spot of the ball will be the 23. We're at 2nd down and 2. Janis now 227 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns on the Knights. Surprised he's still out there. Back to Janis. Now he'll run to the Great Bend sideline, a stiff arm. Lowers his shoulder, gets banged out of bounds, just shy of about the 30-yard line. But again, with the continuous clock, the clock will not stop. It is enough for Garden City 1st down. Gain of 7.
Yeah, you're right. You kind of think, what more can you do out there, Janis? And you got a big game coming up next week, and as you were thinking that, and they give another carry, they just now subbed him out. At the 3:20 mark to go here in the ball game.
23 carries for Janis tonight. Garden's got it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Burns with the handoff, not a lot doing. Panthers do a nice job corralling it. And we're inside 3 minutes now to go here in the ball game as it's Brock Reed in on the stop.
Garden City pulling out a couple of the receivers, subbing out intermittently here. They're just going to try to put this in the bed. 2:40 to go. They're looking forward to their game next week.
No gain for the Buffaloes to bring up 2nd down and 10 from their own 30. 2.5 minutes now left to go here in the ball game. Burns, the handoff. They go back to work to the left side. And a tackle by Randall. First time we called Randall's name tonight. He's been pretty quiet from the middle linebacker position, but nice to have him back. And forward progress to about the 35 for a gain of 5.
I'll take a couple of those big scrums in the middle, those big defensive stops. We had quite a few guys in there without our usual D spotter. I'm sure Randall was in there from his linebacking spot tonight. Definitely was a bright spot early on in the defense this season for the Panthers.
3rd down and 4 for Garden City from their own 36-yard line. Burns, the handoff. They're trying the left side. That's going to be Pilasov who gets the handoff. Gets forward progress, a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Actually, they give him a gain of 4 up to the 39, where it'll be 4th down and a yard. We see mass substitutions coming in from Brian Hill as he sends the punt unit out. Hyman, the do-it-all man tonight for Garden City, stands at his 27-yard line. We've got a minute to go in the ball game. Garden will let the play clock go down. There's about an 11-second difference between the two. There's the snap with 4 seconds on the play clock. Hyman gets a nice punt away. Is drifting to the far side. It is dropped by the Panther returner. Now it's still in the air. It's loose on the far side. I don't know who came up with it. And there's bodies all over the floor.
Nobody could corral the football. Ends up squirting out of bounds, so it'll be retained by Great Bend. In fact, there might have been a little kick-catch interference on that one, but 23 seconds on the clock as it is stopped.
So the Panthers will have to snap it at least one time here, and we'll wrap up the regular season. Now the clock has been started again, and I don't think now the Panthers will have to snap it. There's 10 seconds left. Offense is not on the field. This game is over. For the first time since 1996, the Panthers close out a winless regular season, and they'll look to capture some lightning in the bottle in a week as the playoffs start next week